time for North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch to De La Cruz. 1-0. That one is going to be sent up into deep left.
And John Willis for today's game.
Well, good evening, and welcome back to Bill Wood Field for Game 5 of this 6-game homestand and Game 2 against the Canyon County Spuds. John Willis, voice of the Plainsmen, with you on our Pepsi pregame show as we get you ready for North Platte Plainsmen baseball tonight on the Plainsmen Radio Network. For North Platte, they come into this one 27-15, looking to take the series here tonight against the Canyon County Spuds after winning another thriller with Canyon County last night. They were down 1-0 from the top of the 5th to the bottom of the 8th, but then a sacrifice fly by Connor Higgs and a ground rule double puts the Plainsmen up 2-1 heading into the 9th, and the Plainsmen ended up holding on for the close victory. So today they look for the series win in Game 2, where the Plainsmen will throw Blake Priest, and they will face Tristan Tatum, who has just over a 3 ERA, so should be a fun battle as Plainsmen look to take the series here tonight, and another beautiful night for baseball here at Bill Wood Field in North Platte, Nebraska. Coming up on our pregame show, it's my conversation from last night with head coach J.M. Kelly as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel. Your new hometown collegiate baseball team, the North Platte Plainsmen, are looking for host families for our players, coaches, and interns this summer. Players just need a safe place to come home to and will be on the road half of the season. Players will be in your home for about 35 days during the summer. Host families get free season tickets and discounts on swag and ballpark food, as well as private get-togethers at the ballpark and all the love from the Plainsmen. To find out how to host a North Platte Plainsmen ballplayer, intern, or coach, call us at 252-1445 or visit northplatteplainsmen.com for more information.
Why do they call it peg leg?
The brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happen many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator snatched his leg right off, but he killed that alligator, kept the barley. That's why the beer is so good.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Boys, the vasectomy gone wrong.
It's North Platte Plainsmen baseball tonight on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel as the Plainsmen try to take the series tonight against the Canyon County Spuds. I was able to talk with head coach J.M. Kelly after the 2-1 victory for the Plainsmen last night. He said he liked what he saw from his bunch.
It feels really good, and again, some resiliency showed by our guys and some grit. At any point in that game, you could sit there and go, hey, we're getting punched, and, every inning they had guys on base and had an opportunity to score, and our pitchers hung in there and kept making big pitches. Carson Shepard comes in and does a really good job. We're really glad to have him back, but you can't overlook Bryce Butterfield's start. That was key. That's going to open the door for us to be able to use a couple more arms tomorrow and get us through this series and get to that off day. Offensively, we hung in there. We battled. We had great at-bats the entire game, I thought, outside of about a handful. Tip your cap to their guy, really good player, just an incoming freshman. Talk about the draft. He's going to have a bright future no matter what he decides to do, no matter what doors open up for him. He's got a bright future ahead of him. So, tip your cap to our guys as well, though, for hanging in there on him. And then getting to the bullpen when we did and giving ourselves an opportunity to win a baseball game at the end.
I wanted to talk about the pitchers for Bryce. Now 2 really good starts against Canyon County. Goes his longest that he's gone this year was 6 2/3, and then Carson Shepard in only his second appearance. He gives you 2 1/3 shutout innings. So just what can you say about your pitching staff here?
Really good job by those guys, and that's really what summer baseball is about. You start sticking wood bats in guys' hands, and they've been swinging metal all year, and the key is throwing strikes, and if you can throw strikes, then you give yourself a chance, you give your defense a chance, and I felt like we played a lot better defense today. Sage kicks it off with that error, and but he's just a really good ball player. He's got a really good head on himself, and comes back from that and makes a play later on. So, good job by the pitchers and by the defense of playing complete baseball. We executed pitches when we needed to, and we got the timely hits when we needed them.
What about Angel De La Cruz there with 2 outs? You have a chance there to take the lead. What can you say about him coming through with that big hit?
The dude has a slow heartbeat. Not really much gets to him. Not one moment is too big for him. And again, just a really good ball player. He understands the game. He knows that he doesn't have to do too much, and he's kind of taken over that role for John Carlos since he's left of being the older guy and coming through with those big hits when we need them.
And the last question for you: you mentioned how your pitchers kind of set you up nicely now for the rest of the series with Canyon County. So just what do you want to see from your guys to try to close out this series strong?
I think we've got to go out and throw strikes again. That's the key in every start. You got to go out and be competitive with more than one pitch, and if our guy can go out and do that tomorrow, then we've got a really good shot to walk away with a series win. And we'll just take them one game at a time. But really good to get the first one, and if we can go out and compete in the zone like we did today, we'll have a really good opportunity to win the one tomorrow too.
Big thanks to Coach Kelly for talking to me after last night's game. Coming up, I'll rejoin you from Billwood Field. Get your starting lineups and first pitch as we bring you Game 2 between the Spuds and the Plainsmen. This is North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Hello, this is Gracie Wenzel.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, that seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Hi, this is Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident.
John Willis back with you from Billwood Field as we continue on in our Pepsi pregame show, getting you ready for first pitch between the Plainsmen and the Spuds in Game 2 of this 3-game weekday set. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Canyon County Spuds, couple changes. Zachary Schwartzberg, who we did not see in the starting lineup last night, but the Plainsmen have seen this season. He'll be leading off at shortstop. Lucas Daniel Wicks, he's batting second. He will be in right field. Owen Bischoff, he's batting third. He'll be doing the DHing tonight for the Spuds. Mason Levitt, he'll be batting cleanup. He'll be in left field. Chase Burke, he is batting fifth. He will be in center field. Dawson Barricani in the starting lineup again. He will be batting sixth at first base. It'll be Gabe Garrett. He's batting seventh at third. Joshua Quinn is batting eighth. He's at second base. And then Matthew Mandeville will be rounding out the starting nine for the Spuds. He will be batting ninth and doing the catching duties tonight for Canyon County. One key piece missing, who we talked about a lot in the broadcast yesterday, is Tyler Stone, who leads the Independence League in RBI. So again, for Canyon County, it's Schwartzberg, Daniel Wicks, Bischoff, Levitt, Burke, Barricani, Garrett, Quinn, and Mandeville. Getting the start on the hill will be Tristan Tatum, the 6'2 pitcher from Bakersfield, California. He'll be getting his 8th start of the season and his 2nd start against North Platte. See the starting lineup now for the Plainsmen under the direction of head coach J.M. Kelly. Cade Wood will be leading off. He is going to be at shortstop defensively. It'll be Drew Sturgeon. Sturgeon is batting second and in right field. Connor Higgs is batting third. He'll be in center field. Connor Flagg, he'll be batting cleanup. He is doing the DHing tonight for North Platte. Oscar Stark back in the starting lineup, the first time that he has seen the Spuds this season. He'll be batting fifth at third base. Sage McMinn, he'll be batting sixth at first base. Then it's Miles Proctor making his 2nd start as the right-hander out of Long Island University, getting his first start last night. He will be getting his 2nd start and his first time in the field for the Plainsmen. He'll be batting 7th. Griffin Myers is doing the catching duties. He'll be batting 8th. And then A.J. Lawston will round out the starting 9 for North Platte. He will be at second base. So again, for North Platte, it's Wood, Sturgeon, Higgs, Flagg, Stark, McMinn, Proctor, Myers, and Lawston. Getting the start on the hill will be Blake Priest, a 6'3" right-hander from Enid, Oklahoma, who's getting his 11th total appearance and his 4th start for North Platte. Uniform combination-wise for the Plainsmen, they are in their green jerseys with white lettering, gray outline, white pants, green caps, and the Plainsman logo on the front. For Canyon County, they're in their road blacks with white lettering, light blue outline, and gray pinstripe pants, black socks, and the black caps with the Canyon County logo on the front. Umpiring-wise, Wes Schmier will be calling the balls and strikes behind home plate, and Brady Harrison will be in the field in this contest between the Plainsmen and the Spuds. Plainsmen now 4-0 against Canyon County this season, swept the Spuds back in late May, and then took game 1 last night after the Spuds led from the top of the 5th all the way to the bottom of the 9th, but the Plainsmen were able to come back, score 2 in the bottom of the 8th to win game 1. They will look for the series win here tonight against Canyon County and try to keep up with Fremont. Fremont still a game and a half above the Plainsmen for first place in the second half of the Nebraska Land Division. That'll wrap up our Pepsi pregame show. Coming up, it's first pitch from Bill Wood Field as we bring you North Platte Plainsman Baseball on the Plainsman Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Hey, this is Christina Willard, Director of Sales of Marketing for the North Platte Plainsmen. Pizza, like baseball, is America's pastime, and what better place to get pizza than your local Domino's? Happening now, you can get 20% off on regular orders. There is a coupon available online, and you can also come in or call, and we will apply this killer deal to your purchase. This deal is available for carry-out or delivery. Visit us at 1815 West A Street in North Platte, order online at Domino's.com, or call us at 308-534-0400. That's 308-534-0400. Domino's, oh yes we did.
At Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists, we strive to make sure each and every one of our patients receives the highest level of care with individualized treatment plans. Our extensively trained doctors will listen to you and make recommendations based on your individual wants and needs. Whether it's something as seemingly simple as a swollen foot or ankle, complications related to diabetes, or an injury that requires surgery, we're here to help. Some of the services available by our providers include, but aren't limited to, the care and treatment of corns, calluses, and warts, custom-made orthodontics, diabetic foot care, arthritis, reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, foot and ankle trauma, fungal nails, ingrown toenails, heel and arch pain, pediatric foot care, sports injuries, and wound care. Visit us at 815 South Maple Street in North Platte. Phone number 308-532-3600. Again, 308-532-3600.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff, serving North Platte for 65 years. Hibner's Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
One thing's for certain. This year, you're going places, and Adventure Bus and Charter can take you in style. Choose from a variety of coaches for large groups, youth groups, church groups, any group. With several locations in the heart of America, Adventure Bus is the convenient choice for group transportation when you travel locally or across the country. Adventure to great places.
Developing Memories is proud to be the official photographer of your Plainsmen. Developing Memories professional photo studio downtown North Platte has been capturing all your priceless memories from the little leagues to the majors, hitting grand slams with their professional quality and stealing your hearts as you see those priceless photos of your kids rolling over, then their toothless smiles, their dimples, their freckles, to showing off who they are in their senior photos. Developing Memories has been in the game for 20 years, and though getting your photos taken might not be quite as much fun as cheering on your favorite team, Developing Memories does make the photo sessions a fun and enjoyable experience. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories downtown North Platte. Quality photos, enjoyable experience. and affordable with no session fees. And be sure to check out our $20 mini sessions and $15 school packages. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime.
Hello, this is Gracie Wenzel, the Marketing and Promotions Intern for the North Platte Plainsmen. You know us, we're Jimmy John's. Stop by your trusted sandwich shop in the North Platte area at 410 East Leota Street. We offer delivery, pickup, and in-store eating. Choose from our wide variety of sandwiches where you get to decide how the sandwich is made. Order a combo and get some chips and a thirst-quenching drink. Call us at 308-532-8000. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or stop by. Jimmy John's, where we get you your sandwiches freaky fast.
How far will $1,000 a day take you? Or $365,000 a year? Or $3,650,000 a decade? Or, who knows? It all adds up to a lifetime of fun. Play Lucky for Life, and you could win $1,000 a day for the rest of your life, drawing 7 days a week.
Joe Bob Sugarmaker here. KJ's Boots and Western Wear has everything Western. Boots, hats, shirts, jeans, jewelry, even that fancy Yellowstone cologne, so you can smell like a cowboy and not the horse he rode in on. KJ's Boots and Western Wear. Just off the I-80 interchange in Hershey.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleanings, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Welcome to Scottsbluff County. From Scottsbluff National Monument to Chimney Rock, we are Nebraska's landmark country and a whole lot more. From our bountiful selection of scenic golf courses, our world-class zoo, the breathtaking Lake Minnetonka, and our family-friendly community events, we have something for you and your family year-round. Come visit Nebraska like you've never seen it. Your next experience awaits you in Scottsbluff County.
John Willis back with you from Billwood Field as we're just about ready for first pitch here in Game 2 of 3 between the Plainsmen and the Spuds. Plainsmen again taking Game 1 by a final score of 2-1 and will look for the series win here tonight. Let's meet the starting pitcher for the Plainsmen. It's the 6'3" right-hander from Enid, Oklahoma, Blake Priest, who played his college ball with Cali Junior College. 2-1 Priest is on the year, a 5.94 ERA, 10 appearances, 3 of them starts. He's pitched 16 2/3. He has given up 12 runs, 11 of them earned, 19 hits, 17 strikeouts, and 13 walks this season. His last start was July 12th against the Sodbusters, where he went in his longest start of the year. He went 4 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 4 walks. His last appearance was July 17th against the Prospects, where he got the W in the extra inning win. He was the last pitcher to pitch for the Plainsmen. He went an inning and not an inning, but a third of an inning with no runs and no hits, no strikeouts, and no walks. Defensively, here's how the Plainsmen will line up. Miles Proctor, after DHing in his first appearance with North Platte yesterday, he will be out in left field. Connor Higgs is in center. Drew Sturgeon is in right. Oscar Starkey stands at third base. Cade Wood at short. A.J. Lawston at second. Sage McMinn at first. And Griffin Myers behind the plate. Definitely still a warm day here in North Platte, but the wind definitely not what it was yesterday. I'm sure you could hear that loud and clear in the microphone yesterday, but today the wind has calmed down a bit as we bring you Game 2 of 3 with the Plainsmen and the Spuds. Again, Plainsmen lead the season series 4-0 so far this season and are looking for their second straight series win against the Spuds, but that last series win was back in late May. Zachary Schwartzberg, the leadoff batter, getting things going for the Spuds here in the top of the first. The right-hander from Gonzaga University, who the Plainsmen did not see yesterday, but did see in that first series back in late May. Schwartzberg stands in, ready for the first pitch here from Blake Priest in game 2 of 3 between the Plainsmen and the Spuds. Priest looks on to Schwartzberg to lead off this top half of the first inning. As Priest looks on, he now comes set. Here is the first pitch of tonight's ball game. First pitch will be fouled back to the screen. First pitch tonight at 6:40, brought to you by North Platte Telegraph. It is 95 degrees here in North Platte. Temperatures feeling like 95 with humidity at 14%, winds coming out of the northwest at 15 miles an hour, so blowing from left to right field here at Billwood Field. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Blake Priest to Zachary Schwartzberg. As Priest looks on, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Schwartzberg. 0-1 will skip low and inside. Count will even out. 1 ball and 1 strike. Schwartzberg is 2 for 8 against the Plainsmen this season in those 3 games back in May. 2 runs and 4 strikeouts in that series. Again, Plainsmen swept the series the first time around in May. 1 ball and 1 strike. The count starts to Zachary Schwartzberg. As Priest looks on, he now comes set. Here is the 1-1 pitch from Blake Priest. 1-1 fastball misses in. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Schwartzberg on the season, 3rd best batting average on the team. He's had 116 at bats. He's batting .310. 7 doubles, 1 triple, 24 RBIs for the right-hander from Gonzaga. 16 strikeouts along with 12 walks as well for the leadoff man for Canyon County, Zachary Schwartzberg. 2 balls and 1 strike. Priest kicks and deals the 2-1. 2-1 again, fouled back to the screen, so count now evens out. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Blake Priest to Zachary Schwartzberg. And Schwartzberg, the leadoff man for the Spuds here in the top of the first. Peyton Flynn was the leadoff man for the Spuds yesterday. He is not in the starting lineup tonight for Canyon County. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Priest to Schwartzberg. Again to lead off this top half of the first inning in Game 2. This 3-game weekday series. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Priest. 2-2 off speed. High chopper to short. Wood is on it. Throw on to first will be picked and gets behind McMinn. So a similar start to what we saw yesterday. It's an E3 and leadoff batter is on second. It's exactly how the game started yesterday. An error to lead off the top of the first. It's what we see here again today. This will now bring up Lucas Danielwicks, the right-hander out of Southern Illinois University. The right-hander stands in with nobody out, and the leadoff batter Schwartzberg standing at second. Danielwicks was 0 for 3 against the Plainsmen yesterday. He's a total for 4 for 13 against the Plainsmen this season. Priest comes set. First pitch to Danielwicks. One's in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Blake Priest to Lucas Danielwicks. For the Spuds, their 1 run of the game yesterday was unearned, as it was bases loaded, top of the 5th, nobody out. They had Peyton Flynn ground into a 6-4-3 double play, which scored Garrett. That was the 1 run of the game for Canyon County. The 0-1 misses just low and in. Count leaving out 1 ball and 1 strike. For Canyon County, 21-22 record on the season. They are 7-9 so far in the second half, but even being under 500, they're only 3 games back of 10-7 Badlands. Badlands who already clinched the first half, so they can't technically win the second half. They could still win it, but would not clinch another playoff spot, as that one is fouled back. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. They're actually only 1 game back of 9-9 Spearfish. And so they are right there in the playoff mix over in the Great Plains division for the Plainsmen. They are game and a half behind 11-3 Fremont, who has had the last 2 days off. They have a doubleheader with Hastings tomorrow. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Priest to Danielwicks with nobody out, and Schwartzberg standing at second. Priest comes set. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. 1-2 skips low and in. It's a low pitch that moves Schwartzberg from second to third. And now with nobody out, a runner on third for Canyon County in the top of the first. So wild pitch moves Schwartzberg another bag. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes from Blake Priest to Lucas Danielwicks. Priest comes set, 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Priest. 2-2 will be fouled off on the first base line. So count still 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 from Priest to Daniel Wicks. Daniel Wicks, the second batter here in the top of the first for Canyon County. He's in right field defensively. Priest looks on, comes set, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 to Daniel Wicks. 2-2 is spoiled off by Daniel Wicks, and the count will continue. Already 12 pitches for Priest here in the top of the first, and Plainsmen still have yet to find it out here in the first inning. After Zachary Schwartzberg reached second on the leadoff E3, he standed at second and then reached third on a wild pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Priest, the right-hander, looks on to Daniel Wicks. Canyon County yesterday, only 1 batter was a left-hander, and that was Tyler Stone, who is not in the lineup tonight. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the pitch from Priest. That one skips low and away, so count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A nice stop by Griffin Myers behind the plate to make sure that Zachary Schwartzberg cannot advance home. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Priest looks on, he now comes set. Count is full. Here's the payoff pitch by Priest. Again fouled off, and the count will continue between Priest and Daniel Wicks. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Long at bat here between Priest and Daniel Wicks, and Priest's pitch count being worked up early here in the top of the first. Second straight payoff pitch, here it is. That one is going to be struck up into right field. Coming under it is Sturgeon. Tagging from third and on his way, and scoring is Schwartzberg, so it's a sacrifice fly and an early lead for Canyon County here in the top of the first. So the error comes back to shoot the Plainsmen in the foot, as it's a sacrifice fly to score Schwartzberg. Now base is empty, 1 gone here in the top of the first, with the Spuds leading it 1-0 over North Platte. Owen Bischoff stands in, the right-hander out of Yakima Valley. Bischoff struggled in yesterday's contest. He was 0 for 4. 2 flyouts, a groundout, did reach on a fielder's choice. Right-hander stands in with 1 gone. Base is empty for Canyon County here in the top of the first. Priest looks on to Bischoff with 1 gone, nobody on. Spuds leading it 1-0 after the sacrifice fly by Lucas Daniel Wicks. Here's the first pitch to Owen Bischoff. Fastball strike. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Blake Priest to Owen Bischoff. So 0-1, righty to righty with 1 gone in the top of the first. No balls, 1 strike. Priest looks on. 0-1, that one is in there as well. It's now no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 from Priest to Bischoff. Bischoff standing in after the sacrifice fly by Lucas Daniel Wicks. Bischoff is batting .286 total on the year. 19 RBIs for the right-hander. 9 extra base hits, 8 of them doubles. 0-2 pitch from Priest. 0-2 off speed will ring up Bischoff. It's strikeout number 1 for Blake Priest. And now 2 gone here in the top of the first. So nice answer by Blake after the leadoff error and the sacrifice fly by Daniel Wicks. He strikes out Bischoff. And now 2 gone here in the top of the first. As in steps Mason Levitt, the 4-hitter who is out in left field for Canyon County tonight. First pitch to Levitt. That one will skip low. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start. Levitt from Northwest Nazarene, batting .286 on the season, 4 RBIs, 18 strikeouts, and 10 walks. Right-hander stands in with 2 gone. Base is empty for Canyon County in the top of the first. 1-0 pitch misses low and away. Count is now 2 balls and no strikes from Blake Priest to Mason Levitt. Levitt, who is 1 for 11 against the Plainsmen this season. He was 0 for 4 yesterday with 3 flyouts, and he grounded into a double play. Low scoring and quick affair between the Plainsmen and the Spuds yesterday. 2 hours and 23 minutes the game time is. 2-0 down the heart of the plate is in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now the count from Blake Priest to Mason Levitt. Levitt looks on. 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 gone. Bases empty. Spuds leading 1-0. Off the sacrifice fly by Lucas Danielewicz. 2-1 is going to be grounded past the glove of Priest into center field. It's a 2-out single for Mason Levitt. First hit of the inning for Canyon County. Even having a run come across. This will bring up Chase Burke. Burke, a player that the Plainsmen did not see yesterday. Burke, the right-hander out of Mesa Community College. Chase Burke in 20 games is batting .151. Has 5 RBIs, 20 strikeouts. 8 total hits on the season. First pitch off speed is in there for a strike. Catches the inner bottom corner, no balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Blake Priest to Chase Burke. Burke, the right-hander, is 0 for 8 against the Plainsmen back in that first series with them. He had 5 strikeouts against North Platte. No balls and 1 strike. Priest comes set. 0-1 to Burke. That one is going to be lifted into right field. Long run for Drew Sturgeon, but he will make a nice running catch. And that'll be it for the Spuds in the top of the first. But Spuds jump ahead. They score 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error. They end up leaving 1 on base. Well, to the bottom of the first. Due up for North Platte. It'll be Wood, Sturgeon, and Higgs. After half an inning, Canyon County leads this one 1-0. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Tommy B from the Nebraska Athletic Club here in North Platte, Nebraska.
They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff, serving North Platte for 65 years. Hibner's Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
Why do they call it peg leg?
The brewmaster does only have 1 leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator snatched his leg right off, but he killed that alligator, kept the barley. That's why the beer is so good.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Boys, this is a vast sector.
Back with you from Billwood Field, ready for the bottom of the first in this Game 2 between North Platte and Canyon County. Let's meet the starting pitcher for Canyon County. It's Tristan Tatum, the 6'2 right-hander from Bakersfield, California. He plays his college ball at Cal State East Bay. 1-3 record for Tristan Tatum, a 3.15 ERA. He has had 9 appearances, 7 starts. He's pitched 45 2/3 innings, 22 runs, 16 of them earned, 40 hits, 26 strikeouts, and 19 walks. His last start was July 10th against the Western Nebraska Pioneers, where he went 7 innings, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 8 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. His last appearance was July 16th against Casper, where he went an inning, 1 run, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, and 3 walks. He has gone 8 innings twice this season for Canyon County. Plainsmen only have 1 pitcher this season that has gone 8 innings once, and that was Caden Fiveash back June 14th against the Fremont Moo. As Tatum looks on to Cade Wood, the leadoff batter. First pitch will miss high. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start to Cade Wood, the right-hander, to lead things off here in the bottom of the first. Wood out of Ranger Junior College, doing the leadoff duties for the 2nd straight night for North Platte as the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. Tatum's first start of the season was against North Platte, May 29th. It was the last game of the 3-game series with North Platte as the 1-1 to Wood will miss low. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. He went 5 innings in that contest, 7 runs, 7 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. He took the loss in that 7-3 loss for Canyon County. That was arguably one of his, not worst starts, but not one of his greatest, as he has been really hot since then. Again, 2 times where he's went 8 innings for Canyon County. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count from Tatum to Wood. Here's the 2-2 pitch. 2-2, off speed will miss low. Count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes from Tristan Tatum to Cade Wood. And Wood leading things off for North Platte in the bottom of the first after the Spuds were able to take the lead early in this one. They didn't score their first run of the game until the top of the 5th as that pitch will miss high. It's a leadoff walk to Cade Wood. 20th walk of the season for Tristan Tatum. in over 45 innings. He has been really good this year for Canyon County. And we'll step Drew Sturgeon, the lefty out of Central Arkansas. He stands in with nobody out and a leadoff base runner at first. As Sturgeon stands in with nobody out, Woody leading away from first with nobody out in the bottom of the first. Sturgeon was 1 for 4 against Canyon County yesterday as he pops one up shallow right. Quinn, the second baseman, will call for it. He will make the catch. And 1 pitch, 1 out from Tristan Tatum to Drew Sturgeon. So with 1 gone, this will bring up Connor Higgs, the left-hander out of Louisiana Lafayette. For Connor Higgs, 0 for 2 against Canyon County yesterday. He had 1 strikeout. Also had a sacrifice fly RBI. That was the big sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 8th that tied the game up for North Platte. Tatum looks on to Higgs with 1 gone, and now they will try to pick off Cade Wood at first. So still a fresh count to Connor Higgs. First pitch here from Tatum to Higgs with Wood leading away from first. That one will miss high. 1 ball and no strikes. Higgs in 22 games still batting over 500. He's batting .514. 9 extra base hits, 8 of them doubles. He's in 20 RBIs. Also scored 17 runs himself. 1-0, that one is going to be lined to deep right, and it'll get over the head of Daniel Wicks out in right field. Cade Wood is rounding second. He's digging for third. Connor Higgs is in at second with a double, and now 2 runners in scoring position. It's the 9th double for Connor Higgs in 23 games. As now Cade Wood stands at third, Higgs at second, with only 1 gone in the bottom of the first. So now in steps Connor Flagg, the second left-hander out of Central Arkansas that we've seen here in the bottom of the first. Flagg looks on with 1 gone and runners at second and third in the bottom of the first with the Plainsmen down 1-0 to Canyon County. Flagg, the left-hander, looks on to Tatum. Flagg, who was 1 for 2 against Canyon County yesterday with 1 single and 2 walks. First pitch to Flagg misses low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start for Flagg. Through 31 games, he's batting .355. 22 RBIs, 7 doubles, 1 triple. Also scored 24 runs of his own. The left-hander stands in with 1 gone. Wood at third and Higgs at second after his double. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch from Tatum. 1-0 is swung on, foul back into the catcher's miss of Mandeville. So count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. Plainsmen trying to answer the 1 spot put up by Canyon County in the top of the first, with 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 gone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tatum comes set. Here's the 1-1 to Flagg. 1-1, skied up foul territory, left field side and out of play. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count now from Tristan Tatum to Connor Flagg. For Tristan Tatum, it's now the 3rd straight left-hander that he has faced here in the bottom of the first with the Spuds up 1-0. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tatum looks on to Flagg. He now comes set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. 1-2, that one is going to be popped up left field. It'll get down fair on the left field line. 2 runs will score for North Platte, and the Plainsmen take the lead right back here in the bottom of the first off the 2 RBI single by Connor Flagg. So Plainsmen automatically answering here after the 1 spot put up by Canyon County in the top half of the inning. Connor Flagg comes through with a little opposite field hit, and now the Plainsmen have the lead. And we'll step Oscar Stark, the right-hander out of Washington State, the only batter in the order who has not seen Canyon County now this season. First pitch fastball will catch the top part of the strike zone, no balls and 1 strike. For Stark, he's batting .245 on the season with 3 home runs and 20 RBIs. Connor Flagg leads away from first after his 2 RBI single. Plainsmen now leading 2-1. That one is going to be grounded short, chance for 2. Flip on to seconds in time. Throw on to first will be in time. So after the 2 RBI single, it's a 6-4-3 double play to end off the inning. But Plainsmen take the lead. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. They end up leaving nobody on base. An eventful first inning is done. We'll head to the top of the second. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 due up for Canyon County with Barricani Garrett, and Quinn. After one complete, Plainsmen lead this one 2-1. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Developing Memories is proud to be the official photographer of your Plainsmen. Developing Memories professional photo studio downtown North Platte has been capturing all your priceless memories from the little leagues to the majors, hitting grand slams with their professional quality and stealing your hearts as you see those priceless photos of your kids rolling over, then their toothless smiles, their dimples, their freckles, to showing off who they are in their senior photos. Developing Memories has been in the game for 20 years, and though getting your photos taken might not be quite as much fun as cheering on your favorite team, Developing Memories does make the photo sessions a fun and enjoyable experience. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories downtown North Platte. Quality photos, enjoyable experience, and affordable with no session fees. And be sure to check out our $20 mini sessions and $15 school packages. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime.
Want a career that drives you? When you drive for adventure, you'll find the freedom to live a life you love while seeing the country. Because with adventure, you control when and where you drive, whether it's near or far. Choose from a variety of travel opportunities with competitive pay and adventure to great places. Go to driveadventure.com and apply today. All drivers must be 25 years old with an active CDL.
How far will $1,000 a day take you? Or $365,000 a year? Or $3,650,000 a decade?
Well, we're through one complete. This was the final score of yesterday's contest, and we've reached this score after one complete. Plainsmen lead this one 2-1 as we start out at the top of the second. It was a sacrifice fly for Lucas Danielwicks in the top of the first for Canyon County, and then a 2 RBI single by Connor Flagg in the bottom of the first. Plainsmen lead this one 2-1. Pete Dawson Barricani will lead things off for the Spuds here in the top of the second. Barricani, right-hander out of Mesa Community College. He'll lead things off here in the top of the second for North Platte. Trying now a little umpire delay as Wes Schmier is over near the Plainsman dugout. Getting at some of the umpire setup reset, ready for the top of the second, where the Plainsmen lead this one 2-1. Again, Dawson Barricani will lead things off here in the second inning for Canyon County. They took an early 1-0 lead, but immediately it was answered where North Platte scored 2 runs of their own. Barricani stands in. 6, 7, and 8 due up here in the top of the second for Canyon County as Blake Priest looks on to Barricani. So here's the first pitch from Priest in the top of the second. First pitch off speed, strike, no balls and 1 strike. Barricani 0 for 3 against North Platte with 3 strikeouts and 4 walks so far this season. Looks at a first pitch strike from Priest. No balls and 1 strike, the count will start. Priest looks on with nobody out, nobody on for Canyon County in the top of the second as the 0-1 pitch misses low and away. So County leaving out 1 ball and 1 strike. Barricani standing in to lead off this top half of the second inning. Barricani, who through 25 games is batting .180, 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, and 14 strikeouts. 1-1 the pitch. 1-1. Fastball will miss. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike from Blake Priest to Dawson Barricani. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Priest looks on. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2-1 off speed. That one misses. Count is now 3-1. Last 2 pitches haven't missed by Priest by much. So count is 3-1 to lead off Barricani here in the top of the second. 3 balls, 1 strike the pitch. 3-1 swung on and missed. Count is now 3 balls and 2 strikes from Blake Priest to Dawson Barricani. So count is full to lead off this top of the second again. Priest pitch count being worked up early here for North Platte. As Coach Kelly mentioned, it was a Huge job by his pitching staff to only have to use 2 pitchers yesterday with Butterfield and Shepard to give themselves some more breathing room for the rest of the series. As the full count payoff pitch will miss low and away. It's a leadoff walk here in the top of the second. First walk of the game for Blake Priest as this will now bring up Gabe Garrett with nobody out and a leadoff base runner at first base. Garrett, the right-hander out of Florida Tech, will come in with nobody out, and Dawson Barricani standing at first. As Priest comes set, ready for the first pitch here to Gabe Garrett. First pitch, off speed, will miss low. 1 ball and no strikes, the count will start. It's the Plainsmen's 13th game in 12 straight days. They will end up playing 14 games in 13 days after the series finale with Canyon County tomorrow before they have their first off day in over 2 weeks on Thursdays. That one is in their first strike. Kennel even at 1-1 from Blake Priest to Gabe Garrett. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Priest comes set. Here's the 1-1. That one will skip. Another wild pitch. Advances Barricani from first to second. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 from Priest to Garrett with now another leadoff base runner for Canyon County in scoring position. Nobody out in the top of the second. 2 balls and 1 strike. Priest looks on. 2-1 to Gabe Garrett, the 7-hitter. So now Priest will step off and chase Barricani back to second. Garrett 4 for 15 against North Platte this season with 2 runs scored. 2 balls and 1 strike. Priest comes set. Here's the 2-1. Bunt by Garrett. It's a beauty. Myers, the catcher, scoops it up. Throw off to first. It's off the bag. Should go down as an E2. That one was just thrown off the bag. That was a play that should have been made. So this will now bring up Joshua Quinn with runners at the corners. Still nobody out in the top of the second. Looks like they will give him a hit for it, though. As Priest looks on to Joshua Quinn with nobody out and runners at the corners, they will try to check it over to Garrett at first in their first play here to Joshua Quinn. Quinn, the right-hander of Cal Lutheran, stands in with nobody out, runners at the corners. Chance for the Spuds to answer. Taking off for second is Gabe Garrett. No throw from Myers. So now 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out in the top of the second. Count is now no balls and 1 strike to Joshua Quinn. So a chance for the Spuds to immediately answer after the Plainsmen took the lead in the bottom of the first. It's the 0-1 pitch to Quinn. That one's in their first strike, so Ken will move to no balls and 2 strikes. From Blake Priest to Joshua Quinn. Quinn, the 8-hitter, who's at second base defensively for Canyon County. Standing in a big opportunity for the Spuds to answer right back. No balls, 2 strikes. Priest looks on. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Quinn. 0-2 off speed will miss. Man, tight strike zone for Wes Schmier so far here tonight. Priest has had a couple pitches that have been kind of right there. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Priest to Quinn. Blake Priest has now thrown 36 pitches. Still nobody out here in the top of the second. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Priest to Quinn. Priest looks on. He now comes set. Here is the 1-2 pitch. 1-2 skips low and away. So count will even out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Garrett was on first. He stole second. He now stands in scoring position along with Dawson Barricani, who's at third after the walk Wild pitch. Two balls, two strikes. The pitch from Priest. 2-2. Grounded and through into center field for a base hit. One run scores, a second on its way, and the Spuds immediately answer. They take the lead right back. Off the 2 RBI double by Joshua Quinn.
Now batting for the Spuds, the pitcher, number 12, Matthew Mandeville.
So it's a 2 RBI double for Joshua Quinn. After the Plainsmen took the lead in the bottom of the first, the lead is taken right back by Canyon County. They now lead this one 3-2 here in the top of the second. In steps Matthew Mandeville, the right-hander out of Cal State East Bay. He was 3 for 13 against the Plainsmen this season. He was 0 for 5 yesterday. Priest looks on to Mandeville, the 9-hitter, who's also doing the catching duties for the second straight night for Canyon County. As the first pitch to him is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Blake Priest to Matthew Mandeville. The Spuds now leading at 3-2 in the top of the second. So already more runs will be scored tonight than we saw last night. The 0-1 pitch from Priest. 0-1, that one is lined sharply into right field. It will get down near the warning track. Rounding third is Quinn. He will score with ease. It's a RBI double for Matthew Mandeville. It's now 4-2 Spuds here in the top of the second.
Now batting for the Spuds, the shortstop, number 2, Zachary Schwartzberg.
So 3 straight hits, 2 straight doubles, and the Spuds now lead this one 4-2. Starts back to the top of the order here with Zachary Schwartzberg, who reached on an error and scored off a sacrifice fly by Lucas Danielwicks back in the top of the first. Still nobody out here in the top of the second as Priest looks on to Zachary Schwartzberg. Priest comes set, first pitch to him. Will miss low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Blake Priest to Zachary Schwartzberg. A walk, an infield single, a double, and a double. It's been the scoring so far for the Spuds in the top of the second. Plainsmen still looking for their first out defensively here in the top of the second as Priest comes set. 1-0 pitch. 1-0 chopped grounder to short. Wood is on it. Throw into first will be in time. And finally, the Plainsmen are able to find an out here in the top of the second. So now it's the 2-hitter with Lucas Danielwicks. Danielwicks, sacrifice fly RBI back in the top of the first in his first appearance. The right-hander stands in with 1 gone and another run at third for Canyon County. Priest looks on to Danielwicks. First pitch on its way. Fastball will miss up. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Blake Priest to Lucas Danielwicks. Mandeville stands at third, and an RBI double, and then advanced to third on the ground out by Zachary Schwartzberg. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch from Priest. 1-0 again, misses up. Count is now 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 from Priest to Danielwicks with 1 gone, and Mandeville at third. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Priest. 2-0 fastball strike. So count will now move 2 balls and 1 strike from Blake Priest to Lucas Danielwicks. Spuds scored 1 in the first. Plainsmen scored 2 in the first. Now the Spuds have answered right back with 3 runs on 3 hits here in the top of the second and a chance for more. 2 balls and 1 strike from Blake Priest to Lucas Danielwicks. Priest kicks and deals the 2-1. 2-1 misses low and away, so count is now 3 balls and 1 strike from Blake Priest to Lucas Danielwicks. So 3-1 righty to righty with 1 gone in the top of the second. Spuds leading it 4-2 over North Platte. Here's the 3-1 pitch. 3-1 is fouled back and out of play, so count will now go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes from Priest to Danielwicks. And Danielwicks sacrifice fly RBI for him back in the first. And he comes in now here in the second. The chance for another RBI with Matthew Mandeville leading away from third. Priest looks on. Here's the payoff pitch to Daniel Wicks. Spoiled off. Foul on the first base side. So count will remain 3 balls and 2 strikes. Daniel Wicks, the right-hander, trying to extend this Spuds lead with 1 gone in the top of the second. Here's the full count offering by Priest. That one will ring him up on the inner half of the plate. It's strikeout number 2 for Blake Priest. And now 2 gone in the top of the second. Bischoff now stands in. 0 for 1 with a strikeout he is so far in this one. Owen Bischoff, the right-hander out of Yakima Valley, stands in with 2 gone, and Matthew Mandeville standing at third. He is the 7th batter to come to the plate for Canyon County here in the top of the second. Bischoff looks on with 2 gone, and Mandeville standing at third. RBI double again, advanced to third on the ground out to short by Schwartzberg. First pitch is popped up, fouling out of play by Bischoff on the first base side, so no balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Blake Priest to Owen Bischoff. So 0-1, righty to righty with 2 gone. Here in the top of the second, Canyon County leading it 4-2. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Priest. 0-1 misses in. So count will now even out 1 ball and 1 strike. Big momentum shift so far through this one. It seemed like Canyon County was jumping on Plainsmen early with their 1 run in the top of the first. There's a strike from Priest. It's now 1-2. Then the Plainsmen answer right back. They led 2-1 after 1. But now a 3-spot, 2 RBI double by Joshua Quinn and an RBI double by Mandeville to score Quinn. And the Spuds now right back with the momentum. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Priest looks on. He comes set. Here is the 1-2 pitch to Bischoff. 1-2 will miss low and in. Count will now even out 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 from Priest to Bischoff. Bischoff again 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Now 52 pitches for Priest through an inning and 2/3. 2-2. Fouled off. So count 2 balls and 2 strikes from Priest to Bischoff. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And a 2-run separation between the Spuds and the Plainsmen so far in this one. Priest comes set. Here's the 2-2. So he looks on to Owen Bischoff. Here's the pitch. 2-2, fastball, strike 3 called. 2 straight strikeouts for Priest to get out of the inning, but the Spuds answer right back. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. They end up leaving 1 on base. Wood at the bottom of the second. Do it for North Platte. It'll be McMinn, Proctor, and Myers. After 1.5, Spuds lead this one 4-2. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Chad Fosdick from the people.
Number 2 pencils, check. 24 markers, check. 2 pink erasers, check. 3 ring notebook, check. You'll be shopping for a lot of things for school, but what's more important than your school photos? Pencils will break, markers will get lost, but your school photos will capture that moment forever. They won't just be on display this year at the house, but on your grandma's fridge, and even on display at your graduation. How many years from now? When you're shopping for something this priceless, quality matters. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio, downtown North Platte. You'll experience professional quality with over 20 years of experience, professional developing, a fun, relaxed environment, and to top it all off, you get to choose your favorite photo and select from any of our 20 different school backgrounds. Photo packages that contain photos for your wall and also to share with grandparents, aunts, and uncles start at just $15. You can even toss in a magnet for grandma's fridge and a keychain for yourself. That's right, $15, and over 20 different school backgrounds for your school photos. So show off those missing teeth, those cheesy smiles, those dimples, and those freckles. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime, downtown North Platte.
Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Well, we're ready for the bottom of the second. Spuds immediately answered the 2 spot put up by North Platte. They lead this one 4-2 now. As we resume action in the bottom of the second, Sage McMinn, the 6'6" left-hander out of Missouri Baptist, will lead things off here in the bottom of the second for North Platte. For Sage McMinn, he stands in to lead things off as he lines one deep right. That one is going to bounce off the wall out in right field. Sage McMinn wants to. He is in there for a leadoff double. And after going 0 for 3 yesterday, he leads off his night tonight with a bang with a double off the wall. So leadoff double here in the bottom of the second as the Plainsmen try to answer the 3 spot put up by Canyon County in the top half of the inning. In steps Miles Proctor, getting his second start as a North Platte Plainsman, the right-hander out of Long Island University. Getting his second start, both in the 7 spot. This time he is out in the field. He is in left field defensively. First pitch off speed will miss low by Tatum. 1 ball and no strikes. Proctor in his Plainsman debut yesterday was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, and he's looking to get it going here tonight with a leadoff base runner in scoring position. 1 ball and no strikes. Tatum comes set. 1-0 to Proctor. That fastball swung on and missed, count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Plainsman again scored 2 in the bottom of the first off the 2 RBI single by Connor Flagg with runners at second and third and only 1 gone. And a 6-4-3 double play by Stark ended off the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tatum comes set with McMinn leading away from second. 1-1 to Proctor, misses up. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 from Tatum to Proctor. Again for Tatum, this is the second time he has seen North Platte this season, but the last time was a long time ago, back on May 29th. Not a whole lot of familiar faces for him facing in the batting orders. The 2-1 is fouled off and out of play. Count now evens out, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 from Tatum to Proctor. Proctor, the 7-hitter, again in left field defensively for North Platte. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coming set is Tatum. Here's the 2-2 as Sage McMinn takes off for third. Called strike 3. As now it's a stolen base for McMinn. He now stands at third. Ball got a little bit into foul territory. He did not go. And now 1 gone here in the bottom of the second. It's the first strikeout for Tristan Tatum, is now with 1 out. They're a runner at third. This will bring up Griffin Myers. Myers, the 6'4" left-hander out of Washington State, stands in with 1 gone, and McMinn at third. Griffin Myers didn't get the start last night for North Platte, but back in the starting lineup tonight for Griffin Myers. He faced the Canyon County Spuds back in that series in late May, as the first pitch to him is a strike. For Griffin Myers in that series, he was 5 for 14 with 1 run and 1 RBI. No balls and 1 strike to Myers, with McMinn leading away from third. 0-1 pitch from Tatum. 0-1, chopped foul off the foot of Myers. So no balls and 2 strikes the count from Tristan Tatum to Griffin Myers. Myers, the 8-hitter who's catching defensively for North Platte, trying to answer back after the 3 spot put up by Canyon County in the top of the second. No balls, 2 strikes. Tatum comes set. The 0-2 to Myers. 0-2 swung on and missed. 2 straight strikeouts for Tristan Tatum, and trying to leave that leadoff double stranded. So it'll be up to A.J. Lawston. Left-hander will be playing with St. John's. He was 1 for 3 against Canyon County last night with a single and a strikeout. Left-hander stands in with 2 gone, and McMinn standing at third. Coming set is Tatum, ready for the first pitch here to A.J. Lawston. First pitch, a strike, no balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Tristan Tatum to A.J. Lawston. So Tatum finding it here in the second after the leadoff double by Sage McMinn. No balls and 1 strike. Tatum kicks and deals to Lawston. 0-1 will miss low. Count will even out. 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 from the righty Tatum to the left-hander Lawston. Coming set is Tatum. The 1-1 pitch. Off speed is a strike, so count now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Tristan Tatum to A.J. Lawston. Lawston, the 9-hitter who's at second base defensively for North Platte. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Tatum. 1-2 misses out. So count will even out. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Tatum to Lawston. Again, it was a leadoff double by Sage McMinn. He stole third on the strikeout by Proctor and has been stranded there with 1 out and now 2 outs. 2-2 misses a little high and in. So count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2 full count from Tatum to Lawston with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. 4-2 Spuds lead it. Payoff pitch, that one is going to be lined right to the first baseman, Barricani, who makes a nice catch, and the Plainsmen, after having a leadoff base runner in scoring position, are not able to take advantage. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They end up leaving 1 on base. Led to the top of the third, due up for Canyon County. It'll be Levitt, Burke, and Barricani. After 2 complete, Canyon County leads North Platte 4-2. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have 1 leg.
I heard it happen many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, that seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Hi, this is Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Plines, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Plines, and Premier Rental Purchase are ready to serve you today.
Hey, this is Christina Willard, Director of Sales of Marketing for the North Platte Plainsmen. Pizza, like baseball, is America's pastime, and what better place...
It's a pitching change for North Platte. 2 runs in North Platte. Blake Priest ends up going 2 innings, 4 runs, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk for Blake Priest in his start here tonight. Into the game will come Brock Hendricks. Hendricks, the 5'11 left-hander out of Berry Hill, Oklahoma. He stands in for Brock. 5 appearances, all of the bullpen. He's gone 6 1/3, 3 runs, 1 of them earned, 5 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 4 walks. He has a 1-1 record and a 1.42 ERA. As Hendricks looks on to Mason Levitt to lead off this top of the third. Levitt, who's 1 for 1 with a single. The first pitch from Brock Hendricks in his relief appearance. The off-speed will miss low. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start for Brock. His last appearance was back on July 12th. Pitched an inning and a third against the Sodbusters. No runs, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. As the 1-0 pitch from Hendricks. Curveball's a strike. Count will even at 1-1. That was in that 4-2 win for North Platte, where it was 2-2, bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth for the Sodbusters. With 2 outs, Brock started the count 3-0. Worked it back to strike him out. There's a soft grounder to short. Wood is on it. Throw on to first will be in time, and the leadoff batter is gone here in the top of the third. So leadoff ground out for Mason Levitt here in the top of the third, with the Plainsmen down 4-2. As in will step Chase Burke, who is 0 for 1. He flew out to right field in his first appearance. Right-hander stands in with one gone, bases empty for Canyon County in the top of the third. First pitch from Hendricks showed bunt. Laid down nicely down the third base line, and Oscar Stark tried to palm it, and it goes under his hands. It'll be another base runner reaching for Canyon County. That down as an E5 for Oscar Stark over there at third. So now it's to Dawson Barricani, who walked and scored in his first appearance back in the top of the second. So that's the second error of the ball game for North Platte, as Barricani looks on to Brock Hendricks. First pitch from Hendricks, off speed, strike. No balls and one strike, the count will start. From Brock Hendricks to Dawson Barricani. Hendricks definitely slowing it down compared to what we've seen from Blake Priest. Priest works a lot of fastball. For Brock, he really slows down the pace, a lot of off speed for Hendricks. No balls and one strike. Hendricks kicks and deals to Barricani. 0-1, that one is going to be lifted and just foul on the left field line. No balls and two strikes, the count from Brock Hendricks to Dawson Barricani. So 0-1, lefty to righty with one gone in the top of the third. And Chase Burke standing at first. So no balls and two strikes. Hendricks to Barricani. Hendricks in his first inning of relief work after Blake Priest, the starter, went 2 innings. Hendricks comes set, is now taking off for second as Burke. The 0-2 will miss. It's a easily stolen base for Burke as no throw. Now runner in scoring position with one out for Canyon County here in the third. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hendricks to Barricani, who again walked and scored to lead off the top of the second part of that 3-run second inning for Canyon County. 1-2 pitch from Hendricks. 1-2, grounded to short. Wood is on it. Throw on to first will be in time. A nice lunging grab by McMinn at first. And now 2 gone here in the top of the third. So with 2 outs, this will bring up Gabe Garrett. A little infield single back in the second. Stole a base and later scored in that appearance for him in the top of the second. The right-hander stands in with 2 gone, and Chase Burke standing at second. So Hendricks looks on to Gabe Garrett with 2 gone here in the top of the third. Brock comes set, ready for the first pitch. Is now taking off for third base as Chase Burke. He now has 2 stolen bases in this base running appearance off of no throw again from Griffin Myers. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Brock Hendricks to Gabe Garrett. So Burke has worked himself from first to third after he reached on the E5. Hendricks comes set, no balls and 1 strike. 0-1. That one just catches the top part of the strike zone. No balls and 2 strikes, the count from Brock Hendricks to Gabe Garrett. Oh and 2, lefty to righty with 2 gone here in the top of the third. Hendricks comes set, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 0-2, poked to second, lost and fumbles with it. Late throw into first will be in time, and the Plainsmen will get out of it. No runs, no hits, 1 error. The Spuds end up leaving 1 on base. We will head to the bottom of the third. Due up for North Platte. It's back to the top of the order with Wood, Sturgeon, and Higgs. After 2.5, Canyon County leads this one 4-2. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
At Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists, we strive to make sure each and every one of our patients receives the highest level of care with individualized treatment plans. Our extensively trained doctors will listen to you and make recommendations based on your individual wants and needs. Whether it's something as seemingly simple as a swollen foot or ankle, complications related to diabetes, or an injury that requires surgery, we're here to help. Some of the services available by our providers include, but aren't limited to, the care and treatment of corns, calluses, and warts, custom-made orthodontics, diabetic foot care, arthritis, reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, foot and ankle trauma, fungal nails, ingrown toenails, heel and arch pain, pediatric foot care, sports injuries, and wound care. Visit us at 815 South Maple Street in North Platte. Phone number 308-532-3600. Again, 308-532-3600.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products. All
Ready for the bottom of the third. Plainsmen trailing in this one 4-2 as we resume action here from Bill Wood Field. Cade Wood, the leadoff man for the Plainsmen here in this bottom half of the third inning. Wood walked and scored in his first appearance in the bottom of the first. He was the leadoff batter for North Platte. The right-hander from Ranger Junior College steps in to lead things off here in the bottom of the third with the Spuds up 4-2 currently over North Platte. Again, every game for the Plainsmen is important from here on out. Still a game and a half behind 11-3 Fremont in the second half playoff race. As Tatum looks on to Cade Wood to lead off this bottom of the third. The first pitch from Tatum. That one is going to be struck well into right, but Daniel Wicks will move back. He'll make the catch, and the leadoff batter is gone here in the bottom of the third. So the day is done for Drew Sturgeon now as Jalen Ruffin will take his place. We'll see a pinch hitter here. Ruffin will take the place of Drew Sturgeon. Sturgeon finishes the contest 0 for 1 with a flyout. Right-hander from North Platte comes in with one gone and nobody on for the Plainsmen in the bottom of the third. First pitch off-speed strike. No balls and one strike. The count will start from Tristan Tatum to Jalen Ruffin. 0-1, Tatum comes set. 0-1 popped up by Ruffin on the infield. First baseman Barricani calling for it. He'll make the catch, and quickly two gone here in the bottom of the third. So a quick 2 outs here to lead off this bottom of the third. So now this will bring up Connor Higgs. Higgs, the left-hander, is 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored so far in this one. Left-hander stands in with 2 gone, and the base is empty for North Platte in the bottom of the third with the Plainsmen trailing 4-2. And Ruffin pinch hit for Drew Sturgeon there in the third. Soon will step Connor Higgs. Again, double and a run scored. The first pitch to Higgs. That one is popped up, foul territory. Barricani, the first baseman again. He'll be called off by the second baseman, Quinn, who ends up making a jumping catch. And the Plainsmen go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third. We will head to the top of the fourth. Due up for Canyon County. It'll be 8-9-1 with Quinn, Mandeville, and Schwartzberg. After 3 complete, Canyon County leads North Platte 4-2. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Things for certain. This year, you're going places, and Adventure Bus and Charter can take you in style. Choose from a variety of coaches for large groups, youth groups, church groups, any group. With several locations in the heart of America, Adventure Bus is the convenient choice for group transportation when you travel locally or across the country. Adventure to great places.
Developing Memories is proud to be the official photographer of your Plainsmen. Developing Memories professional photo studio downtown North Platte has been capturing all your priceless memories from the little leagues to the majors, hitting grand slams with their professional quality and stealing your hearts as you see those priceless photos of your kids rolling over, then their toothless smiles, their dimples, their freckles, to showing off who they are in their senior photos. Developing Memories has been in the game for 20 years, and though getting your photos taken might not be quite as much fun as cheering on your favorite team, Developing Memories does make the photo sessions a fun and enjoyable experience. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories downtown North Platte. Quality photos, enjoyable experience, and affordable with no session fees. And be sure to check out our $20 mini sessions and $15 school packages. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime.
Hello, this is Gracie Wenzel, the Marketing and Promotions Intern for the North Platte Plainsmen. You know us, we're Jimmy John's. Stop by your trusted sandwich shop in the North Platte area at 410 East Leota Street. We offer delivery, pickup, and in-store eating. Choose from our wide variety of
From Bill Wood here in North Platte, Nebraska, where the Plainsmen trail 4-2 to the Canyon County Spuds in Game 2 of this three-game series. Couple defensive changes after Jalen Ruffin pinch hit for Drew Sturgeon. Connor Higgs is now out in left, Jalen Ruffin's in center, and Miles Proctor moves from left to right. He is now in right field for North Platte. So a couple defensive changes here as we start at the top of the fourth. Brock Hendricks ready for his second inning of work after facing 4 batters in his first inning of work back in the top of the third. Again, for Blake Priest, he ends up going 2 innings, 4 runs, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, and a walk. Leading things off here in the top of the fourth is Joshua Quinn, the right-handed second baseman. Quinn, 1 for 1 with a 2 RBI double, and a run scored so far in this one. The right-hander leads things off for the Spuds here in the top of the fourth as the first pitch from Hendricks. Off speed will miss low. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Brock Hendricks to Joshua Quinn. So lefty to righty to lead off this top of the fourth with the Spuds up 4-2 over North Platte. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Hendricks. 1-0 chased in the dirt by Quinn. Count will now even out 1 ball and 1 strike. Quinn well ahead of that pitch from Hendricks. Again, Hendricks slowing it down with more of the off speed for North Platte. 1 ball, 1 strike from Hendricks to Quinn, the 8-hitter. 1-1 again, off speed. Finds his zone. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 from Hendricks to Quinn to lead off this top of the fourth. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Brock Hendricks. 1-2, swung on and missed. Curveball gets him swinging and missing. It's the first strikeout for Brock Hendricks, and now the leadoff batter is gone here in the top of the fourth. So now in steps Matthew Mandeville. Mandeville, the right-handed catcher, who is 1 for 1 with an RBI double so far in this one. Mandeville steps in with 1 out and nobody on for Canyon County in the top of the fourth, with Canyon County up 4-2 over North Platte. First pitch from Hendricks. Rare fastball will miss little high and out. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start to Matthew Mandeville. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Here's the 1-0 from Hendricks. 1-0, then off speed will miss just high. Count is now 2 balls and no strikes. Shadows just starting to creep across Billwood Field. Again, over on the first base side, and another beautiful night for baseball here at Billwood Field. Been a little warm these past couple days, but it's the summer. What do you expect? As the off speed will again miss a bit high. It's a 3-0 start to the count from Brock Hendricks to Matthew Mandeville. So 3 balls, no strikes. With 1 out, bases empty in the top of the fourth. Canyon County up 4-2 over North Platte. 3-0 pitch from Brock Hendricks. 3-0 fastball strike, 3 balls and 1 strike. It was thrown really right down the heart of the plate, but Mandeville started to take off for first. His count is 3 balls and 1 strike from Hendricks to Mandeville. Hendricks looks on, comes set. Here's the 3-1 pitch. 3-1. That one is struck up left field. Long run for Connor Higgs. He's chasing after it. He will watch it bounce at the warning track. Mandeville rounding first. He's headed for second. He's now 2 for 2 with 2 doubles in this one. So Mandeville now a hitter that neither Priest nor Hendricks have found an answer to so far, as he's now 2 for 2, 2 doubles. Back to the top of the order here with Canyon County with Zachary Schwartzberg. Schwartzberg's 0 for 2 with he reached on an error bank in the first and then grounded out to short in the second. Right-hander stands in with 1 gone, and now Matthew Mandeville at second after he doubles to deep left just at the warning track. Hendricks looks on to Schwartzberg with the Spuds up 4-2. Hendricks comes set, ready for the first pitch, and now he'll step off before this first pitch to Zachary Schwartzberg. So still a fresh count. Hendricks comes set. Here's the first pitch to Schwartzberg, it'll miss. 1 ball and no strikes, the count will start. Hendricks faced Canyon County back on May 27th in the 8-7 victory for North Platte in extra innings. He pitched 2 2/3 with 1 run, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. That's his longest appearance of the season. 1-0 pitch from Hendricks is fouled off on the first base side, so counting leaving at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 from Hendricks to Schwartzberg, the leadoff batter, who's at shortstop defensively. Matthew Mandeville leads away from second after his 1-out double, as Hendricks struck off the leadoff batter here in the 4th with Joshua Quinn. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hendricks comes set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-1. That one is going to be shot. A diving glove stop by Wood. He'll throw it on to third. He'll get the tagging out on Mandeville. A really smart heads-up play by Cade Wood, who throws it over to third to Stark. Stark applies the tag to Mandeville. But now the umpires will meet Wes Schmier and Brady Harrison. So they will talk here. Throw definitely beat him, but did the tag? I think is the question. And they will stick with their call. So Schwartzberg reaches on a fielder's choice, and now 2 gone in the top of the 4th. So Lucas Daniel Wicks will stand in. Daniel Wicks is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He did have a sacrifice fly back in the 1st. Right-hander stands in with 2 gone, and Schwartzberg leading away from first after he reaches on the fielder's choice. Schwartzberg will take off for second. No throw from Myers. Another stolen base for Canyon County. So the 4th stolen base for Canyon County as a team here tonight. Most of them just no throws from Myers behind the plate as the 0-1 pitch. 0-1 will miss up. So County leaving at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Lucas Daniel Wicks, the right-hander out of Southern Illinois. Hendricks, the left-hander, looks on to Daniel Wicks with Schwartzberg at second after he reached on a fielder's choice and then stole a bag. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch from Hendricks. Schwartzberg will take off again. 1-1. That one is going to be lined into left field. It's down for a base hit. Schwartzberg will score. It's now 5-2 Canyon County here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting for the Spuds, the designated hitter, number 1, Owen Bischoff.
So the lead is extended here in the top of the 4th off the RBI single by Lucas Daniel Wicks, who now has 2 RBIs tonight. So it's now 5-2 Canyon County here in the top of the 4th. Owen Bischoff stands in, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts in this one. Right-hander stands in with Daniel Wicks leading away from first after the RBI single. As Hendricks comes set ready for the first pitch to Bischoff. That one is lined sharply into left field, another base hit. Daniel Wicks will put the brakes on at second, so runners at first and second with still 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. So Mason Levitt stands in with 2 gone, runners at first and second for Canyon County here in the top of the 4th. Levitt is 1 for 2, grounded out to short in his last appearance back in the 3rd. He was the first batter to face Hendricks, so now second time seeing the order as Hendricks, as that first pitch will miss just a bit up. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Brock Hendricks to Mason Levitt. 5-2, Canyon County now leading it in the top of the 4th. As Hendricks comes set, 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. 1-0, grounded to short. Wood is on it. Throw on to first will be a little high, but in time. No, it was dropped by McMinn. So now down on the ground is Levitt. He appears to be in some pain as it's now 6-2 here. And the trainers will come out for North Platte. Levitt on the ground in some pain. As he will be helped off the field. Going to be limping on I think that left leg. So obviously best wishes for him. So he will be helped to the dugout. Bischoff stands at third. Now the right-hander Chase Burke will stand in.
Number 3, Chase Burke.
So Chase Burke stands in as they will have someone come and take the place of Mason Levitt. And it will be Peyton Flynn. So Peyton Flynn will take over for Mason Levitt after a scary fall by him. He was helped off the field. So now in will step Chase Burke. So Flynn now stands at first with Owen Bischoff at third. And 2 gone here in the top of the 4th. Spuds now leading at 6-2 off the E3. First pitch here to Chase Burke, who's 0 for 2. Off speed, a strike, no balls and 1 strike. The count will start. From Hendricks to Burke. So 0-1, lefty to righty with 2 gone in the top of the 4th. Spuds leading at 6-2. Hendricks comes set, no balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. 0-1 again, off speed, a strike. Runners at the corners, 2 gone in the top of the 4th. Spuds leading at 6-2 over North Platte. No balls, 2 strikes. Hendricks comes set. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 struck up right field. Proctor moving under it. He will make the catch, and that's it for Canyon County in the top of the 4th. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 2 left on base for Canyon County in the top of the 4th. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th, do it for North Platte. It'll be Flag, Stark, and McMahon. After 3.5, 6-2, Canyon County leads it. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel. What beef we are pleased to
$650,000 a decade. Or, who knows? It all adds up to a lifetime of fun. Play Lucky for Life, and you could win $1,000 a day for the rest of your life. Drawing 7 days a week.
Joe Bob Sugar Maker here. KJ's Boots and Western Wear has everything Western. Boots, hats, shirts, jeans, jewelry, even that fancy Yellowstone cologne, so you can smell like a cowboy and not the horse you rode in on.
KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
Just off the I-80 interchange in Hershey.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleanings, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Welcome to Scottsbluff County. From Scottsbluff National Monument to Chimney Rock, we are Nebraska's landmark country and a whole lot more. From our bountiful selection of scenic golf courses, our world-class zoo, the breathtaking Lake Minnetonka, and our family-friendly community events, we have something for you and your family.
Call us at 308-532-8400. That's 308-532-8400. 8400.
Toyota, let's go places.
Connor Flagg, the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 4th for the Plainsmen, with North Platte trailing 6-2 as we resume action here from Billwood Field. It's Tristan Tatum, first pitch missed high to Flagg. 1 ball and no strikes. The account will start. 1-0 from Tatum to flag. 1-0 pitch. That one is again popped up. Shallow right center. The second baseman, Quinn, calling for it. He'll make the catch. Now 4 straight flyouts and pretty weak ones for the Plainsmen, going from the third now here into the fourth. Plainsmen went 1, 2, 3 back in the third. Not a whole lot of pitches either, as Oscar Stark will now stand in. The right-hander out of Washington State, who's 0 for 1. He grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in his first appearance. Right-hander stands in with 1 gone, bases empty for North Platte here in the bottom of the fourth as Tatum comes set. First pitch to Stark. Will miss. 1 ball and no strikes. The count starts. From Tristan Tatum to Oscar Stark. 1 ball, no strikes. Tatum comes set. Here's the 1-0 to Stark. 1-0, that one will miss little low and in, so 2 balls and no strikes the count. To start out Tristan Tatum to Oscar Stark. 2 balls, no strikes. Coming set is Tatum facing Oscar Stark, who's 0 for 1. 2-0 fastball strike. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1, righty to righty with 1 gone, nobody on in the bottom of the fourth for North Platte, as that one will miss low and away. Count is now 3-1. So Plainsmen trying to work from behind now here as the Spuds have jumped on the Plainsmen early in this one. 1 run in the first, 3 in the second, and now 2 here in the top of the fourth. 3-run from Tatum, fastball hard of the plate, looked at by Stark. It's in there for a strike, so count now goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch by Tatum. That one will miss low. It's a full count walk to Oscar Stark, and now the Plainsmen have a base runner here in the bottom of the fourth. So with 1 gone and a runner on first, this will bring up Sage McMinn, the 6'6" left-hander who is 1 for 1 with a double. It's one of the 3 hits for North Platte so far in this one. So Tatum looks on to Sage McMinn. Tristan Tatum comes set, ready for the first pitch to Sage McMinn. First pitch fouled back to the backstop, no balls and 1 strike. McMinn doubled off the wall back in deep right field in his first appearance. It was a first pitch as well from Tristan Tatum back in the second. They ended up not scoring McMinn, even though he was the leadoff batter standing in scoring position. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch to McMinn misses high and out, so Kennel even at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 from the righty Tatum to the lefty McMinn for Tatum. Now gone through 3 1/3 for Canyon County. Big hack and a miss by McMinn. Kennel now move 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 from Tatum to McMinn. With 1 gone in the bottom of the fourth, Oscar Stark leading away from first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Tatum. 1-2 will skip low, so count now evens out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2, righty to lefty, 1 gone. Tatum looks on, he now comes set. Here's the 2-2 pitch to McMinn. 2-2, swung on, foul back into the catcher's mitt of Mandeville. It's a strikeout. 3rd strikeout for Tatum, and now 2 gone in the bottom of the fourth. With 2 outs, this will bring up Miles Proctor. Proctor 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far in this one. Proctor stands in with 2 outs and Stark leading away from first. Plainsmen trying to find something offensively. They scored 2 in the first, haven't scored since, and the Spuds have taken advantage. They lead this one 6-2 as that one is popped up behind the plate. Chasing it is the catcher Mandeville, but it'll land in the seats. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start. From Tristan Tatum to Miles Proctor. So Plainsmen took game 1 last night 2-1. It's been a much more high-scoring affair here the second time around, 6-2. The Spuds leading it here in the bottom of the fourth. No balls and 1 strike after the foul ball by Proctor. Here's the 0-1. 0-1 will miss low. So Kennel even out 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1, Tatum comes set. The 1-1 to Proctor. Off speed will just miss little low and in. 2 balls and 1 strike now the count. Righty to righty with 2 gone in the bottom of the 4th. Spuds leading this one 6-2. Stark leading away from first. 2-1 pitches now. Oscar Stark will take off for second base. That one is skied up right field. Daniel Wicks coming up under it. He'll make the catch. And that'll do it for North Platte in the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Plainsmen leave 1 on base. Well, to the top of the 5th, it'll be Barricani, Garrett, and Quinn due up for the Spuds. After 4 complete, Canyon County leads this one 6-2. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Ranch since 1912, located right here in Lincoln County. We currently sell dry-age individual cuts and bundles online at birdwoodbeef.com and whole, half, quarter, or 8th beef locally in North Platte and Lincoln, Nebraska. We also ship nationwide every Monday. Place your order today at birdwoodbeef.com and follow Birdwood Beef on Facebook and Instagram to learn more about your local beef producer. Birdwood Beef, ranch-raised, grain-finished Nebraska beef.
Hi, this is Tommy B from the Nebraska Athletic Club here in North Platte, Nebraska. And I want to welcome you to not just North Platte, but to the Nebraska Athletic Club. Nebraska Athletic Club, here we have about 8,000 square foot of pure fitness. Cardiovascular, strength training, multifunctional machines, you name it, we have it. So if you want to come down and give us a try, come down and visit with us, take a tour, we welcome you to come and see us. Again, 8,000 square foot of pure fitness. And one thing I want to let you know is that even though we're probably one of the largest fully equipped, we're also less expensive. Our prices only go from $19.95. And if you're in protective services, which is fire, police, medical, military, it's only $14.95 plus tax. And one exciting thing too is we don't do contracts here. We have a small activation fee and you have a small deactivation fee, and that's it. We don't have contracts here at the Nebraska Athletic Club.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape.
Well, we're through 4 complete here from Billwood Field. Ready for the top of the 5th. John Willis with you on the Plainsmen Radio Network, as well as our YouTube channel. Pitching change here. It's the runs of pitching change. 2 runs as in North Platte for Brock Hendricks. He ends up going 2 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 strikeout, and no walks. Into the game will come Zach Reed, getting his 2nd appearance as a North Platte Plainsman, the right-hander out of West Virginia Tech. Zach Reed, 1 appearance out of the bullpen against the Nebraska prospects. He went 2 innings, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks for Zach Reed back July 16th in that 8-5 loss against the Nebraska prospects. He had a no decision in the contest. The right-hander will take over for Brock Hendricks, as both the first 2 pitchers for North Platte have gone 2 innings. Priest, the starter, went 2 innings, 4 runs, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, and a walk. And then Brock Hendricks, 2 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 strikeout, and no walks. So Zach Reed will take over here in the top of the 5th. He'll face Dawson Barricani, the first pitcher, or the first batter here in the top of the 5th for Canyon County, with the Spuds up 6-2. Barricani's 0 for 1. He grounded out to shorten his last appearance. He also walked and scored back in the 2nd. Part of that 3-run inning for Canyon County. Reed comes set, first pitch on its way to Barricani. That one will miss in. 1 ball and no strikes, the count will start from Zach Reed to Dawson Barricani. So again, Reed getting his 2nd appearance as a North Platte Plainsman, adding some pitching depth for the Plainsmen getting later into the season. 1 ball and no strikes, Reed comes set, the 1-0 pitch to Barricani. 1-0, slow roller, third base side. Stark scoops it up, throw off of 1 foot is in time. And the leadoff batter is gone here in the top of the 5th. So with 1 gone, this will bring up Gabe Garrett. Garrett, the right-hander out of Florida Tech, is 1 for 2 in this one. He grounded out to second back in the 3rd, singled, stole a base, and scored in his first appearance in the top of the 2nd. Garrett stands in after the leadoff ground out by Dawson Barricani. First pitch grounded sharply and threw into center field for a 1-out base hit. So first pitch swinging is Garrett, and he gets one that was grounded sharply up the middle. Reed had to jump up to try to avoid it. So now a 1-out base runner for the Spuds here in the top of the 5th. And we'll step Joshua Quinn. Quinn is 1 for 2. 2 RBI double in the 2nd and then struck out back in the 4th. The right-hander stands in with 1 gone. And now Garrett leading away from first. First pitch to Quinn off speed is a strike. No balls and one strike. Quinn checked up on it, but it was in there anyway, so no balls and one strike. The count will start. So no balls, one strike. Reed looks on. Checks back at Garrett on first. He'll try to pick it off to Garrett. It was a nice pickoff move, but Garrett is back in there sliding. So no balls and one strike. The count still from Reed to Quinn. Quinn, the 8-hitter, now getting his third cuts of this one. His second in the last 2 innings as the 0-1 pitch. Taking off for second is Garrett. He will be in there as now the ball gets into center field, but staying put is Garrett. So no balls and 2 strikes the count from Reed to Quinn. So it's a stolen base for Gabe Garrett, who now stands in scoring position for Canyon County here in the top of the 5th. Reed looks on to Quinn. He now comes set, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. 0-2 will hit the bat of Quinn. So he had to duck down his bat, just got a piece of it. So 0-2, the count will remain from Zach Reed to Joshua Quinn. No balls and 2 strikes, righty to righty, with 1 gone in the top of the 5th. Reed looks on, shaking off a couple pitches. Now comes set with the one he wants. Garrett leading away from second. The 0-2 to Quinn. Swung on and missed. First strikeout for Zach Reed in his relief appearance, and now 2 gone here in the top of the 5th. With 2 outs, this will bring up Matthew Mandeville, who's had a really quality night at the plate so far. 2 for 2, 2 singles and an RBI so far in this one. The right-hander stands in with 2 gone, and Garrett standing at second. So Zach Reed looks on to Matthew Mandeville. He comes set, ready for the first pitch here to the 9-hitter. First pitch is in there for a strike, no balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Reed to Mandeville. So again, Reed getting his second appearance of the season with North Platte. Went 2 innings in his first appearance, and now trying to put in possibly a couple innings here to try to get the Plainsmen through these middle innings. So no balls and 1 strike. Reed looks on. His time will be called. As Reed was given a couple glances back to the base runner in Gabe Garrett at second. Reed looks on, no balls and 1 strike to Matthew Mandeville. With a runner on second, 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Reed. 0-1, grounded to short. Woods stops it long. Throw on to first will just not be in time. So now they'll refer to the home plate umpire, Wes Schmier. Sage thinks he had him. Sage McMinn, the first baseman. And they'll reverse the call. So it'll end off the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. The Spuds leave 1 on base in the top of the 5th. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. 2 up for North Platte. It'll be 8, 9, and 1 with Myers, Lawston, and Wood. After 4.5, Canyon County leads this one 6-2. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel. Meet your new home.
Have 1 leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator snatched his leg right off, but he killed that alligator, kept the barley. That's why the beer is so good.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Developing Memories is proud to be the official photographer of your Plainsmen. Developing Memories professional photo studio downtown North Platte has been capturing all your priceless memories from the little leagues to the majors, hitting grand slams with their professional quality and stealing your hearts. as you see those priceless photos of your kids rolling over, then their toothless smiles, their dimples, their freckles, to showing off who they are in their senior photos. Developing Memories has been in the game for 20 years, and though getting your photos taken might not be quite as much fun as cheering on your favorite team, Developing Memories does make the photo sessions a fun and enjoyable experience. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories downtown North Platte. Quality photos, enjoyable experience, and affordable with no session fees. And be sure to check out our $20 mini sessions and $15 school packages. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime.
Want a career that drives you? When you drive for adventure, you'll find the freedom.
Here from Billwood Field as the Plainsmen trail the Canyon County Spuds 6-2 in Game 2 of this 3-game set with the Plainsmen and the Spuds. Plainsmen again took Game 1 last night by a final score of 2-1, but they find themselves down by 4. Here as we resume action in the bottom of the 5th. Griffin Myers will be the leadoff batter for the Plainsmen. It's 8-9-1 for North Platte here in the 5th with Myers, Loston, and Wood. Myers stands in to lead things off. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in this one for Tristan Tatum, the starting pitcher. He's now gone 4 innings, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks, 2 runs on 3 hits. First pitch from Tatum to Myers. That one will miss in. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Tristan Tatum to Griffin Myers. So 1 ball, no strikes. Coming set is Tatum. The 1-0 pitch to Myers. 1-0 fastball misses up. It's now 2 balls and no strikes. The Plainsmen trying to get some offense going. They've left only 2 runners on base. They just haven't had a lot of movement on the base path so far in this one other than the first. Since the first, they've only had 2 runners on base. 2-0 misses up, so count is 3 balls and no strikes. So 3-0 to start out Tatum to Myers here in the bottom of the 5th, with the Plainsmen trailing 6-2. 3 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. 3-0 will miss in. 4 pitches, all miss. It's a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 5th. So, leadoff base runner for the Plainsmen here in the 5th. This will bring up A.J. Loston, who is 0 for 1. He lined out to the first baseman, Barricani, in his first appearance back in the bottom of the 2nd. The left-hander stands in with nobody out, and now Griffin Myers leading away from first. As Tatum looks on to Loston. Now comes set, ready for the first pitch to him. First pitch will miss low and in. Loston almost hit in the foot. He was able to move out of the way of it. Count will just start out 1 ball and no strikes from Tatum to Loston. So 5 straight balls to open up the bottom of the 5th for the Canyon County starter, Tristan Tatum. It's now him and the catcher, Matthew Mandeville, will talk on the hill and trying to figure things out here in the bottom of the 5th. So 1 ball and no strikes from Tristan Tatum to A.J. Loston. Griffin Myers leading away from first. Tatum looks on, he now comes set. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch to Loston. 1-0 fastball, and he finds the strike zone for the first time in this inning. Count will now even out 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 coming set is Tatum. 1-1 fastball misses a little high and in. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 from Tatum to Loston. Loston the 9-hitter. Cade Wood, the leadoff batter, stands on deck for North Platte here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch from Tatum. 2-1. One will find the strike zone, so Can't even out 2 balls and 2 strikes from Tatum to Loston. Myers leading away from first after his leadoff 4-pitch walk. Tatum comes set, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Loston. 2-2 will curve low. Count now goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So count is full from Tatum to Loston. Righty to lefty with nobody out in the bottom of the 5th, and Myers leading away from first. Tatum comes set, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. Myers will take off for second. 3-2, that one is going to be lined up and into center field for a base hit. So Loston wins the long at bat with Tristan Tatum, and now 2 runners on with nobody out in the bottom of the 5th for North Platte. Now it's back to the top of the order as well with Cade Wood. Wood, who is 0 for 1, he flew out to right field in his last appearance in the third and walked and scored in his first appearance in the first. Right-hander stands in with one gone, or with nobody out. Griffin Myers at second, and A.J. Lawston at first. So Tatum looks on to Cade Wood with nobody out, and runners at first and second here in the bottom of the fifth. Tatum comes set ready for the first pitch to Wood. Has showed bunt, but he fouls it back to the screen. So no balls and one strike. The count will start from Tristan Tatum to Cade Wood. So now for Tatum, it's his third time working through the order here. So good so far. No balls and one strike. Tatum looks on to top of the order with Cade Wood. Jalen Ruffin stands on deck, who pinch hit for Drew Sturgeon. No balls and one strike. Tatum comes set. The 0-1 to Wood. 0-1 skips low. Count now 1 ball and 1 strike. So Myers from second. Lawston from first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth, with the Spuds leading this one at 6-2. One ball, one strike. Tatum looks on to Woody. Tatum comes set 1-1. Myers dancing off of second. 1-1 fastball will just miss low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Mentioned that the strike zone has been a little tighter tonight. Again, not to one side or the other, but Wes Schmier, home plate umpire, just kind of a tight strike zone so far for both teams here tonight. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tatum looks on to Cade Wood. 2-1, here's the pitch to Wood. 2-1 is fouled off. So count will even out 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes from Tristan Tatum to Cade Wood. Myers from second. Lawston from first. Myers with a leadoff 4-pitch walk, and then Lawston on a full count pitch, singled up the middle. Looking on is Tatum. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tatum comes set. 2-2 to Wood. 2-2, spoiled off by Wood. It's foul over near the Spuds bullpen, so count still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Plainsmen trying to get a couple runs back here in the bottom of the fifth, trailing 6-2. His count is even 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tatum looks on with the count even. Wood in the batter's box. Tatum comes set, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Wood. 2-2 misses up. Count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes from Tristan Tatum to Cade Wood. So 2 straight full counts now for Tristan Tatum. Lost and singled on the full count pitch, and now Wood trying to find a way to get on base as well. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tatum looks on, righty to righty, with nobody out in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the payoff pitch. That one misses up. Bases are loaded for North Platte here in the bottom of the fifth. So now an arm will get up in the bullpen for Canyon County, as Jalen Ruffin, who pinch hit for Drew Sturgeon back in the third, stands in ready for his second at bat of this one. Ruffin in this one 0 for 1. He flew out to the first baseman in his first appearance. Plainsmen have the bases loaded, nobody out in the bottom of the fifth, as Tristan Tatum looks on to Jalen Ruffin. Now Tatum will step off, awaiting this first pitch to Jalen Ruffin. Tatum looks on. Wood from first, Lawston from second, and Griffin Myers from third. First pitch fastball to Ruffin will miss up. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Tristan Tatum to Jalen Ruffin. 1 ball, no strikes. Plainsmen down by 4. With the bases loaded, nobody out in the bottom of the fifth. Myers doing a little dancing off of third, trying to kind of throw Tatum off, as that one is chopped foul over near the Plainsman dugout. Count will even at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 from Tatum to Ruffin with the bases loaded and nobody out in the bottom of the fifth. 2 walks and a single given up by Tatum here in the bottom of the fifth. Count is even at 1. Tatum looks on to Ruffin. He now comes set. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Ruffin. 1-1. Skied up shallow center. Just into the outfield grass. The catch is made by the shortstop Schwartzberg. And now 1 gone in the bottom of the 5th. Man, you really got to take advantage here if you're North Platte. Bases loaded and nobody out. It's a big out number 1 for Canyon County defensively. But now Connor Higgs will stand in. Connor Higgs, the left-hander, who's 1 for 2, doubled and scored in the 1st and then flew out in his last appearance in the 3rd. Left-hander stands in with 1 gone and the base is still loaded here in the bottom of the 5th. So Higgs stands in with the bases loaded, 1 gone, and the Spuds up by 4. Tatum comes set, first pitch to Higgs. High fastball swung on and missed, no balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Tristan Tatum to Connor Higgs. Righty to lefty with 1 gone in the bottom of the 5th and the bases loaded for North Platte. Again, right-hander warming up in the bullpen for Canyon County. No balls and 1 strike. Tatum comes set. Here's the 0-1 to Higgs. 0-1 popped up left field side and foul. No balls and 2 strikes now the count from Tristan Tatum to Connor Higgs. No balls, 2 strikes, righty to lefty, 1 gone. Myers at 3rd, Loston at 2nd, and Wood at 1st. No balls, 2 strikes, Tatum comes set. Here's the 0-2 to Higgs. 0-2 spoiled off, foul, and out of play. So count, no balls and 2 strikes from Tristan Tatum to Connor Higgs. No balls, 2 strikes. Tatum looks on to Connor Higgs, again, who is 1 for 2. Tatum looks on, he now comes set. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Higgs. 0-2, that one is going to be lined opposite field and down into left field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Loston is on his way. He will score as well. It's a 2 RBI double for Connor Higgs, and the lead is cut to 2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Connor Higgs comes through again for North Platte. As now Cade Wood stands at 3rd, Higgs at 2nd, and Connor Flagg stands in. So 6-4, Spuds now leading it in the bottom of the 5th. And Tristan Tatum will now face Connor Flagg. Flagg, who's 1 for 2, a 2 RBI single in the 1st, and then a fly out to 2nd in the 4th. Left-hander stands in with 1 gone and runners at 2nd and 3rd. Tying run standing 180 feet away. So Tristan Tatum looks on to Connor Flagg. With 1 gone, runners at 2nd and 3rd here in the bottom of the 5th. Infield playing in for Canyon County. Tatum comes set, first pitch to Flagg. It is going to be fouled off back to the screen. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Tristan Tatum to Connor Flagg. So no balls and 1 strike. Coming set is Tatum. 0-1 to Flagg. That one is going to be grounded and through into center field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Higgs is rounding 30, now trips. So now he has to retreat back to 3rd. So almost able to take the lead with the Plainsmen. 1 run will score. The lead is now cut to 1 off the RBI single by Connor Flagg. Higgs was digging for home, but then he tripped and smartly headed back. As now Oscar Stark will stand in with runners at the corner, still only 1 gone in the bottom of the 5th, with Canyon County now leading 6-5. So Higgs stands at 3rd, Flagg from 1st. Tatum comes set, ready for the first pitch to Oscar Stark. First pitch off speed to Stark is in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Tristan Tatum to Oscar Stark. Plainsmen have scored 3 here in the 5th to cut the lead to 1. So it's now 6-5 Spuds here in the bottom of the 5th. No balls and 1 strike. Tatum comes set. Connor Flagg will now take off for second. There will be no throw. As that one missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Flagg steals a base and now 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 gone in the bottom of the 5th. So 1 ball, 1 strike from Tristan Tatum to Oscar Stark with Flagg at second, Higgs at third. Entire infield in now for Canyon County. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking on is Tristan Tatum to the right-hander, Oscar Stark, who walked in his last appearance. 1-1 skips low to Stark. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Nice stop by Mandeville to keep Higgs from attempting to advance home. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tatum to Stark. With 1 gone. Lead cut to 1 and 2 runners in scoring position. 2-1 to Stark. 2-1 fastball. Blew it past Stark. Count leaving out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2, Tatum to Stark. Sage McMinn standing on deck for North Platte here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tatum comes set. Here's the 2-2 pitch. 2-2 will ring up Stark. Catches him looking. It's the 4th strikeout for Tristan Tatum, and now a chance to get out of it, still in the lead. It'll be up to Sage McMinn for North Platte here in the bottom of the 5th. McMinn is 1 for 2. He doubled back in the 2nd. The left-hander stands in with Higgs at 3rd, Flagg at 2nd. 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th with the Plainsmen trailing 6-5. Tatum comes set, ready for the first pitch to Sage McMinn. First pitch fouled back to the screen. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Tristan Tatum to Sage McMinn. So McMinn, the 8th batter of the inning, comes up. 2 RBI double by Higgs, an RBI single by Flagg, and the Plainsmen have cut the lead to 1, and a chance for more here with 2 runners in scoring position. No balls and 1 strike. Tatum comes set. Here's the 0-1 to McMinn. 0-1 will be called a strike at the top part of the zone. Count is now 0-2. That's a pitch that's consistently been called up tonight. At that time, called it a strike, but dealing with a tall man here with Sage McMinn standing at 6'6". No balls and 2 strikes. Tatum comes set. Here's the 0-2 to McMinn. 0-2 will miss away. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 from Tristan Tatum to Sage McMinn. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Flagg at 2nd, Higgs at 3rd. Tatum comes set, and now time will be called by the home plate umpire, Wes, as the count is at 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coming set is Tatum. 1-2 to McMinn. 1-2 fastball misses up. A nice glove by Mandeville again to keep it from getting behind him, with Higgs standing 90 feet away. 2 balls, 2 strikes from Tristan Tatum to Sage McMinn. 2-2 righty to lefty. Plainsmen down by 1 now here in the bottom of the 5th. Coming set is Tatum. Here's the 2-2 to McMinn. 2-2 up. Count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes from Tristan Tatum to Sage McMinn. With 2 runners in scoring position and 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th, there is a base empty, with first currently unoccupied. Here's the payoff pitch by Tatum. That one is going to hit McMinn in the side, so now the bases will be loaded for Miles Proctor. So Miles Proctor will come in with the bases loaded and 2 gone, and now we'll get a mound visit. They'll go to the bullpen. This will be it for Tristan Tatum. We'll meet the new pitcher when we come back. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Join your new hometown team, the North Platte Plainsmen, for the very best in summer.
Today, all drivers must be 25 years old with an active CDL.
How far will $1,000 a day take you? Or $365,000 a year? or $3,650,000 a decade. Or, who knows? It all adds up to a lifetime of fun. Play Lucky for Life, and you could win $1,000 a day for the rest of your life, drawing 7 days a week.
Number 2 pencils, check. 24 markers, check. 2 pink erasers, check. 3 ring notebook, check. You'll be shopping for a lot of things for school, but what's more important than your school photos? Pencils will break, markers will get lost, but your school photos will capture that moment forever. They won't just be on display this year at the house, but on your grandma's fridge, and even on display at your graduation how many years from now? When you're shopping for something this priceless, quality matters. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio, downtown North Platte. You'll experience professional quality with over 20 years of experience, professional developing, a fun, relaxed environment, and to top it all off, you get to choose your favorite photo and select from any of our 20 different school backgrounds. Photo packages that contain photos for your wall, and also to share with grandparents, aunts, and uncles. Started
here for Canyon County. The day is done for Tristan Tatum. Tatum ends up going 4 2/3. 5 runs for now, but all 3 runners on the base paths are his responsibility. 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 1 hit batter for Tristan Tatum into this one. So we'll get a pitching change. In the game will come Cade Castillo, the right-handed sidearm pitcher for Canyon County. Castillo, 1 start, 11 total appearances, 16 innings pitched, 14 runs, 13 of them earned, 16 hits, 14 strikeouts, and 11 walks. He has a 2-0 record and a 7.31 ERA. The right-handed, again, sidearm pitcher will face Miles Proctor with the bases loaded, 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th, and the Plainsmen trailing by 1 to Canyon County. They've already scored 3 here in the inning off the 2 RBI double by Connor Higgs and the RBI single by Connor Flagg. So it'll be up to Miles Proctor here in the 5th to try to at least tie this one up. Still a lot of ball to be played, as only 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Creeping up on already 2 hours played here between the Plainsmen and the Spuds. So the infield breaks. Cade Castillo will face Miles Proctor with the bases loaded and 2 gone. So Proctor stands in, facing the new pitcher, Cade Castillo. Again, 2-0 record and a 7.31 ERA after Tristan Tatum, the starter, goes 4 2/3. Castillo looks on to Miles Proctor with the bases juiced and 2 gone. Huge at-bat coming up in this ball game between Castillo and Proctor. Castillo looks on, righty to righty with 2 gone here in the bottom of the 5th. Castillo comes set. First pitch to Proctor. That one will miss inside. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Cade Castillo to Miles Proctor. 1 ball and no strikes. Base of juice, 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th. Castillo comes set. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. 1-0 is fouled off on the first base side. So count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike from Castillo to Proctor. 1-1, righty to righty. Base of juiced. Spuds up 6-5 here in the bottom of the 5th. Castillo comes set. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch to Proctor. 1-1 will miss low and in. 2 balls and 1 strike now the count from Castillo to Proctor. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Castillo comes set, the 2-1 to Proctor. Swung on and missed. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2. Plainsmen trying to take advantage here in the 5th. Tie this game up, possibly get more. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Castillo comes set. 2-2 to Proctor. 2-2, that one is going to be lined into right field, but right to the right fielder, Daniel Wicks. Well, Plainsmen are able to cut the lead, but felt like they could have had more. That'll be it for the Plainsmen in the 5th. It's 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. The Plainsmen end up leaving 3 on base. Well, to the top of the sixth. It's top of the order due up for Canyon County with Schwartzberg, Daniel Wicks, and Bischoff. After 5 complete, Canyon County leads at 6-5. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, that seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Hi, this is Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase are ready to serve you today.
Hey, this is Christina Willard, Director of Sales of Marketing for the North Platte Plainsmen. Pizza, like baseball, is America's pastime, and what better place to get pizza than your local Domino's? Happening now, you can get 20% off on regular orders. There is a coupon available online, and you can also come in or call, and we will apply this killer deal to your purchase. This deal is available for carry-out or delivery. Visit us at 1815 West A Street in North Platte, order online at Domino's.com, or call us at 308-534-0400. That's 308-534-0400. Domino's? Oh, yes, we did.
At Great Plains.
5 complete here from Billwood Field in North Platte, Nebraska in Game 2 of this 3-game series. Well, Plainsmen have made it interesting. They score 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. They now trail only by 1 as we start out this top half of the 6th inning. It'll be top of the order with Zachary Schwartzberg to lead things off here at the top of the 6th for Canyon County, facing Zach Reed, who gets ready for his 2nd inning of work. He had a pretty nice pause between his 1st and now 2nd inning of work as the Plainsmen are able to score 3 runs. They left the bases loaded with 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th. The first pitch will skip low. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Zach Reed to Zachary Schwartzberg. Schwartzberg in this one is 0 for 3, but he's reached base and scored twice. He's reached on a fielder's choice and an error. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch from Reed. 1-0 swung on and fouled back. Kind of went uncomfortably off of Myers, but he appears to be fine. Count is now 1 ball and 1 strike from Reed to Schwartzberg. Again, leading off this top half of the 6th inning. Reed in his 1st inning of work got a ground out, a single, a strikeout, and a ground out to get through his 1st inning of work. Reed comes set, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch to Schwartzberg. 1-1, that one is going to be lifted into left center, and it'll drop down just in front of Jalen Ruffin. Ruffin started to charge at it, but then slowed down. It dropped right in front of him. It's a leadoff single here in the top of the 6th. Spring of Lucas Daniel Wicks, who's 1 for 2, RBI single and a run scored for him in the 4th, a strikeout in the 2nd. He's knocked in 2 RBIs as he also had a sacrifice fly in the top of the 1st. Imagine Schwartzberg will be taking off at some point in this at-bat. He stole a base back in the 4th as the right-hander Daniel Wicks stands in. Reed comes set, first pitch, and he immediately takes off. Throw from Myers, 1 hop, will land in center field. It's another stolen base for Canyon County. So no balls and 1 strike. The count will start to Lucas Daniel Wicks. It's the 6th stolen base now for Canyon County in this one. And none of them, there's really been any close plays so far. Some of them, Myers has not even made a throw, and the others Now 2 have landed in center field. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch to Daniel Wicks. 0-1 misses above his head. So count will now even out 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 from Reed to Daniel Wicks with nobody out. And Schwartzberg standing at second after his leadoff single and stolen base. Myers and Reed talking just in front of the hill, trying to figure things out here in the top of the 6th. Now the Plainsmen have some life, but you want to keep that momentum going. Headed into the bottom half of the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike from Zach Reed to Lucas Danielwicks. Reed looks on to the right-hander Danielwicks. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 glances now back. Now here's the 1-1 to Danielwicks. 1-1, misses low and in. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. So I'm trying to keep this game where it is, as they were able to cut the lead to 1 in the bottom of the 5th. The 2 RBI double by Connor Higgs and the RBI single by Connor Flagg. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch to Danielwicks. 2-1 is going to be lined into center. It's down for a base hit. Jalen Ruffin will come up. He'll make a throw to the plate. The throw is off target. Spuds immediately answer, and that's not what you want for North Platte, as they were just able to rip some momentum back, and Canyon County answers right back with a run of their own off the RBI double by Lucas Danielwicks.
Owen Bischoff.
Still nobody out here in the top of the 6th for Owen Bischoff. Bischoff is 1 for 3, a single and 2 strikeouts for the right-hander. So Spuds have taken their momentum right back. They're back up by 2. You lead this one 7-5 here in the top of the 6th, and out comes head coach J.M. Kelly. Kelly hasn't made a signal towards the bullpen. We'll see what he decides to do here. If we'll stick with Reed or go to the bullpen. So Reed will talk with Coach Kelly. As now they will signal towards the bullpen. So we'll get a new pitcher. Will meet the new one when we come back. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel. I am John Will.
Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff, serving North Platte for 65 years. Hibner's Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
One thing's for certain. This year, you're going places, and Adventure Bus and Charter can take you in style. Choose from a variety of coaches for large groups, youth groups, church groups, any group. With several locations in the heart of America, Adventure Bus is the convenient choice for group transportation when you travel locally or across the country. Adventure to great places.
Developing Memories is proud to be the official photographer of your Plainsmen. Developing Memories professional photo studio downtown North Platte has been capturing all your priceless memories from the little leagues to the majors, hitting grand slams with their professional quality and stealing your hearts as you see those priceless photos of your kids rolling over, then their toothless smiles, their dimples, their freckles, to showing off who they are in their senior photos. Developing Memories has been in the game for 20 years, and though getting your photos taken might not be quite as much fun as cheering on your favorite team, Developing Memories does make the photo sessions a fun and enjoyable experience. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories downtown North Platte. Quality photos, enjoyable experience, and affordable with no session fees. And be sure to check out our $20 mini sessions and $15 school packages. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime.
Hello, this is Gracie Wenzel, the marketing and promotion.
Here in the top of the 6th, as the Spuds have expanded their lead, they're back up 2. They lead this one 7-5. The day is done for Zach Reed. He ends up going an inning, 1 run for now, but that runner at second is his responsibility. 3 hits, 1 strikeout, and no walks. Coming into the game is Garrett Oswald. Garrett Oswald, the 6'2 left-hander from Cheyenne, Wyoming, plays his college ball at Southeast Community College. Oswald, 11 appearances, all in the bullpen, 20 innings pitched, 13 runs, 12 of them earned, 25 hits, 19 strikeouts, and 12 walks. He has an 0-2 record and a 5.40 ERA. This is actually his last appearance here in a Plainsman uniform, as Last time he'll be suiting up for North Platte, so the last time we'll be seeing him, and he's coming out in his last day here in North Platte to try to keep this game where it is, as you were hoping that it could have stayed a one-run game after Plainsmen were able to get some momentum back, but the Spuds have ripped that momentum right back as they lead this one 7-5 here in the top of the 6th. So Oswald will take over again for Reed, who ends up going an inning. As the Plainsmen have still not found an out here in the top of the 6th. The left-hander Oswald will face Owen Bischoff, who again is 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts, but he singled in his last appearance in the top of the 4th. He has Lucas Danielwick standing at second after his RBI double. That scored Zachary Schwartzberg. So Oswald looks on to Bischoff with nobody out, and Danielwick standing at second, shadows covering almost all of Billwood Field. Here's this game. Much longer game than what we saw yesterday. Again, yesterday's game was 2 hours, 23 minutes. This one already 2 hours and 5 minutes, only here in the top of the 6th. The ball's and 1 strike. The count will start from Oswald to Bischoff as that first pitch was in there for a strike. So 0-1, the count will start. Oswald comes in to try to just keep this game where it is. Plainsmen down by 2. No balls and 1 strike. Oswald comes set. Here's the 0-1 to Bischoff. 0-1 will miss low. Count will now even out 1 ball and 1 strike. With Lucas Danielwick leading away from second after his RBI double to score Schwartzberg. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lefty to righty with nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Spuds leading 7-5 over North Platte. 1-1 fastball misses up. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike from Garrett Oswald to Owen Bischoff. Two balls, 1 strike, lefty to righty. Oswald comes set. Here's the 2-1. 2-1 catches the top part of the strike zone. Count will now even out 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Canyon County leading 7-5 here in the top of the 6th. Plainsmen trying to storm a comeback. So we're down 6-2 heading into the bottom of the 5th. Made it 6-5, but then RBI double by Danielwick put the lead up by 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Bischoff will miss up. Count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2 from Oswald to Bischoff. Plainsmen trying to find the first out here on the top of the 6th. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Oswald comes set. Here's the payoff pitch. 3-2, grounded to first. It takes a weird hop over the head of McMinn, rounding third and scoring is Danielwick, and it's now 8-5. RBI single for Bischoff. It's now 8-5. Punch in the gut for North Platte as they were right back into this game, but an unlucky hop makes it back a 3-run game. So now for Zach Reed, we'll go to his credit. He ends up going 1 inning, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 strikeout, and no walks. Still nobody out here in the top of the 6th. In steps Peyton Flynn, taking his first cuts of this one after having to take over for Mason Levitt, who had to be helped off the field. Best wishes to him, and hopefully nothing serious there. Has no balls and 1 strike. The count will start to Peyton Flynn, the right-hander, out of Washington State. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch to Flynn. 0-1 will miss up. Count will even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Peyton Flynn yesterday against North Platte was 0 for 4. 2 flyouts reached on an error and grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. He was the leadoff man for Canyon County yesterday. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Flynn. 1-1 swung on and missed. So count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 from Oswald to Flynn, with still nobody out, and Bischoff leading away from first after his RBI single. Which again just took a weird hop. As the 1-2 will ring him up. Late strike 3 called by Wes Schmier. Flynn talking about it with him. It's the first strikeout for Oswald. And now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. So with 1 gone, this will bring up Chase Burke, who is 0 for 3, 2 flyouts, and he reached on an error back in the 3rd. Right-hander stands in with Bischoff leading away from first. And one gone in the top of the sixth. The Spuds leading at 8-5. Oswald looks on to Burke. Lefty to righty with one gone in the top of the sixth. Oswald comes set, taking off for second and on his way, and that one's going to be caught. Nice throw from behind the plate by Myers as they catch Bischoff trying to steal, and now two gone here in the top of the sixth. And a late swing by Burke makes the count no balls and one strike from Garrett Oswald to Chase Burke. No balls and one strike. Oswald comes at the 0-1 pitch. Off speed will miss a little high and out. So Connell even at 1 ball and 1 strike. But now offensively, Plainsmen got to get right back to work as they will be trailing by at least 3 heading into the bottom of the sixth. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oswald comes set. 1-1 check swing. He did go, says the field umpire Brady Harrison. So count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Garrett Oswald to Chase Burke. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oswald comes set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. 1-2 is going to ring him up. 2 straight strikeouts for Garrett Oswald to get out of the inning. And that'll be it. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. The Spuds end up leaving and nobody on base. But they extend their lead here. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth. After batting around in the fifth, it'll be Myers, Loston, and Wood due up. After 5.5, the Spuds lead this one 8-5. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Maple Park Dental Associates have a week.
Joe Bob Sugar Maker here. KJ's Boots and Western Wear has everything Western. Boots, hats, shirts, jeans, jewelry, even that fancy Yellowstone cologne, so you can smell like a cowboy and not the horse he rode in on.
KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
Just off the I-80 interchange in Hershey.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleanings, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Welcome to Scottsbluff County. From Scottsbluff National Monument to Chimney Rock, we are Nebraska's landmark country and a whole lot more. From our bountiful selection of scenic golf courses, our world-class zoo, the breathtaking Lake Minnetonka, and our family-friendly community events, we have something for you and your family year-round. Come visit Nebraska like you've never seen it. Your next experience awaits you in Scottsbluff County.
They simply took the stress out of tree planting. Now I sit under my big shade tree and enjoy the day. Hibner's Nursery, 8th and Poplar. Hibner's Lawn and Garden Center, barefoot ready and patio approved.
Ready for the bottom of the sixth. The Spuds answered the 3 spot put up by the Plainsmen in the bottom of the fifth. They scored 2 of their own in the sixth. So they have a comfortable, somewhat comfortable 8-5 lead here as we resume action from Billwood Field. Plainsmen batted around in the fifth. Look to try to keep things going offensively here in the sixth as Griffin Myers is the leadoff man. First pitch misses from Castillo. 1 ball and no strikes to Kendall Storm. From Cade Castillo to Griffin Myers. Castillo again took over for Tristan Tatum. And the base is loaded in the fifth. Plainsmen could not take advantage as 1-0. That one is sent up left field side. Coming over and watching it just land foul is... As Wes Schmier called it foul, head coach J.M. Kelly not happy. This count will just even out at 1-1. So close to being an extra base hit to lead off this bottom of the sixth, but plate umpire Wes Schmier just called it foul. So 1 ball, 1 strike from Cade Castillo to Griffin Myers. Myers, who is 0 for 1, he struck out, but his last appearance he walked and scored. back in the fifth. He was the leadoff batter in that 3-run fifth inning for North Platte. 1 ball, 1 strike. Castillo comes set. 1-1 to Myers. Will miss low. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 from Castillo to Myers to lead off this bottom of the 6th with Canyon County leading 8-5 over North Platte. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one will miss low. Count is now 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike from Castillo to Myers. Myers, the 8-hitter, getting his 3rd cuts now of this one. 3 balls, 1 strike. Castillo kicks and deals. 3-1 will miss low and away. And exactly how the 5th inning started, it's a leadoff walk to start out the bottom of the 6th. So this will bring up A.J. Lawson. Lawson is 1 for 2. His last appearance, he singled and scored the 4th run of the game for North Platte back in the 6th. Left-hander stands in after the leadoff walk by Griffin Myers. Austin stands in with nobody out. Myers leading away from first. So Cade Castillo looks on. A right-handed sidearm pitcher. First pitch off speed to Lawson is in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Cade Castillo to A.J. Lawson. Lawson stepping in with nobody out. Myers leading away from first. Plainsmen trying to answer the 2 spot put up by the Spuds in the top of the 6th. 0-1 the pitch. That one will miss low and inside. Count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1. Still the right-hander facing A.J. Lawson, the left-hander. 1 ball and 1 strike. Myers leading away from first. 1-1 pitch. That one will miss high and in. So count is now 2 balls and 1 strike from Castillo to Lawson. Plainsmen down 8-5. Here in the bottom of the 6th, 2 balls and 1 strike. Castillo comes set. Here's the 2-1 to Lawson. 2-1, slow roller to first, chance for 2. They get the out at second. No throw will be had to first. So Myers is called out on his way to second, and Lawson reaches on a fielder's choice. So this will bring up Cade Wood. Wood has walked twice, scored twice, and his only other plate appearance, he flew out to right field. He's now ready for his 4th at bat of this one. The right-hander stands in with 1 gone, and Lawson now leading away from first. So Wood stands in after the fielder's choice by Lawson, who now stands at first. As Cade Castillo comes set, ready for the first pitch to Cade Wood. First pitch on its way. That one is popped up foul territory. First base side, chasing after it is Barricani. He will make the catch in foul territory. And now 2 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Well, now things looking a little more glim for the Plainsmen here in the 6th after a positive start. So bring up Jalen Ruffin, who after pinch hitting for Drew Sturgeon is 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts so far in this one. So Jalen Ruffin stands in with 2 gone. Castillo comes set, ready for the first pitch to Jalen Ruffin. Immediately taking off is Lawson, but now he turns back around as the ball ends up in center field. So Lawson would have likely gotten there if he had kept going with his steal. But that's an impossible thing to know that it was going to skip into center field. So 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start to Jalen Ruffin. Lawson realized he didn't get the greatest of jumps off of first and smartly headed back for first base. 1 ball, no strikes. They'll try to pick off Lawson. Lawson back in there a little late, but nonetheless he's back in there. 1 ball and no strikes the count to Jalen Ruffin. Ruffin, the right-hander, coming in with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Plainsmen trailing 8-5. Again, they'll try to pick off Lawson. A little closer that time, but Lawson's back in there sliding. 1 ball, no strikes. Coming set is Castillo. 1-0 pitch to Ruffin, fastball strike. So count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike from Cade Castillo to Jalen Ruffin. So 1-1 with 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Plainsmen trailing by 3. Here's the 1-1 to Ruff. 1-1 will miss low and in. 2 balls and 1 strike now to count. So 2-1 from Castillo to Ruffin. 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Plainsmen trailing by 3. 2 balls, 1 strike. Castillo comes set with Wood, or from Lawson, leading away from first as Jalen Ruffin is hit by a pitch. So now runners at first and second. So now in steps Connor Higgs. Higgs, who is 2 for 3, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Left-hander stands in with 2 gone and runners at first and second for North Platte here in the bottom of the 6th. So Austin stands second. Ruffin at first after he was hit in the back by a pitch by Castillo. Connor Higgs stands in with 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Castillo comes set, ready for the first pitch to Connor Higgs. First pitch on his way. That one will just catch the bottom part of the strike zone. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Castillo to Higgs. No balls, 1 strike. Righty to lefty with 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Plainsmen trailing by 3. No balls, 1 strike. Castillo comes set. Here's the 0-1. 0-1, big swing and a miss. So count now, no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 from Castillo to Higgs. Castillo just trying to get out of this inning with the game still separated by 3 runs. No balls, 2 strikes. Castillo comes set. 0-2 to Connor Higgs. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 will miss in. So count now, 1 ball and 2 strikes from Castillo to Higgs. Higgs again 2 extra base hits for the Plainsmen here tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Castillo comes set to the lefty Higgs. 1-2 pitch. 1-2 spoiled off. For Higgs, he sits his 9th and 10th double of the season here tonight. He now has 11 total extra base hits. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Cade Castillo to Connor Higgs with 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Castillo comes set. Here's the 1-2 to Connor Higgs. 1-2 grounded softly to first and now gets behind the first baseman. Late flip onto the pitcher at first. It bounces off the bag. There'll be an error, and now the bases are loaded. You might not give that an error. That one would have been a tough play. That's a hard one to score right there. As Connor Higgs now stands at first. We'll go ahead and call that an error. If it was gloved cleanly by Barricani, he likely could have stepped on the bag himself. First error of the ball game is now in will step Connor Flagg, who's also 2 for 3, 3 RBIs and 2 singles. Flagg stands in the 2nd straight inning where the Plainsmen have had the bases loaded. Castillo comes set. First pitch to Connor Flagg will miss low. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Cade Castillo to Connor Flagg as the ball got away from the pitcher Castillo, but not anywhere near enough for Lawson to try to advance home. So 1 ball and no strikes from Castillo to Flagg with 2 gone and the base loaded for North Platte in the bottom of the 6th. One ball, no strikes. Castillo looks on to the lefty, Connor Flagg. 1-0. Pitch to Flagg, misses low. Count is now 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 from Castillo to Flagg. Flagg, the left-hander, who again is 2 for 3. Austin from 3rd, Ruffin from 2nd, and Higgs from 1st. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch to Flagg. 2-0 will just catch the bottom part of the strike zone. So count is now 2 balls and 1 strike to Connor Flagg. Tying run is on base for North Platte here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 balls and 1 strike. Castillo comes set. Here's the pitch to Flagg. 2-1. Grounded off. Foul by Flagg. So count will even out 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 from Castillo to Flagg with the bases loaded. 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th. They had the base loaded with 2 gone in the 5th, and we're not able to take advantage, trying to avoid doing that again here in the 6th. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Castillo comes set. The 2-2 to flag. 2-2, chop ground to the pitcher's mound. Castillo throwing to first, and they will get out of it. Plainsmen, for the second straight inning, will leave the bases loaded, and they remain down by 3. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 3 left on base for North Platte in the bottom of the 6th. Well, to the top of the 7th, due up for Canyon County. It'll be Barricani, Garrett, and Quinn. After 6 complete, Spuds lead at 8-5. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Number 2.
Hello, I'm Alex Chun, the live broadcast intern for the North Platte Plainsmen of summer 2022. Just wanted to let you know, stop by your local North Platte Premier Toyota dealer. Come and browse our new and used Toyota cars, SUVs, trucks, and much more for sale. We offer in-store shopping, curbside pickup, or delivery. You can even take our cars for a test drive to see if this is the car for you. We have a talented team of automotive specialists, so come stop by at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte, or call us at 308-532-8400. That's 308-532-8400.
Toyota, let's go places.
Here at Birdwood Beef, we are pleased to offer you the beef our family has raised and loved for years, and we are here to ensure you know exactly where your beef comes from. Our cattle are raised on vast grassland pastures in the Nebraska Sandhills and are finished on grain produced on our farm. As a result, we produce well-marbled, high-quality beef. Birdwood Beef has one primary source, Star Cattle Company, our family farm and ranch since 1912, located right here in Lincoln County. We currently sell dry-age individual cuts and bundles online at birdwoodbeef.com and whole, half, quarter, or eighth beef locally in North Platte and Lincoln, Nebraska. We also ship nationwide every Monday. Place your order today at birdwoodbeef.com and follow Birdwood Beef on Facebook and Instagram to learn more about your local beef producer. Birdwood Beef, ranch-raised, grain-finished Nebraska beef.
Hi, this is Tommy B from the Nebraska Athletic Club here in North Platte, Nebraska, and I want to welcome you to not just North Platte, but to the Nebraska Athletic Club.
Through 6 complete, ready for the top of the 7th. Plainsmen have left the bases loaded in 2 straight innings, and they find themselves down 8-5 as we resume action here in the top of the 7th. John Willis with you on the Plainsmen Radio Network, as well as our YouTube channel. A couple defensive changes. Sage McMinn takes over for Oscar Stark at third base. A.J. Lawston takes over for Cade Wood at short. Oscar Stark takes over for A.J. Lawston at second, and Angel De La Cruz takes over for Sage McMinn at first. As Dawson Barricani will lead things off for the Spuds here in the top of the 7th. First pitch, a strike from Garrett Oswald. No balls and 1 strike, the count will start. Oswald came in, gave up the RBI single that went to the credit of Zach Reed, but then struck out the last 2 batters he faced. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Garrett Oswald. A 1 off speed will be in there for a strike. Just catches that inside bottom corner. So no balls and 2 strikes from Garrett Oswald to Dawson Barricani, who's 0 for 2. He also walked and scored back in the 2nd. No balls and 2 strikes. Oswald comes set, kicks and deals the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 fastball will just miss. Look, from our vantage point, that was thrown right down the heart of the plate, but that one just missed. I guess for Oswald, must have missed a little off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oswald to Barricani. Here is the 1-2 pitch. 1-2 fastball again. Whew. Couple straight, right on the border calls. Have not gone in favor of the Plainsmen. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice frame as well by Myers behind the plate to make it look pretty well in there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oswald to Barricani. Here's the 2-2 pitch. 2-2 will miss up. Check swing, but he didn't go. Count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 straight balls, 2 of them very questionable here in this one. So count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes from Oswald to Barricani. Oswald looks on. Here's the payoff pitch. And that one's going to ring him up. A late strike 3 call again by Wes Schmier, the home plate umpire. That one just catches the top part of the strike zone. It's strikeout number 3 for Garrett Oswald as he gets Barricani looking. And now 1 gone in the top of the 7th. As Westmeer sends a warning to the Canyon County dugout. As in will step Gabe Garrett, who has 2 singles in this one, and he rips one into left center, and a diving catch is made by Connor Higgs. What a diving stop by Higgs. He makes the catch, and now 2 gone in the top of the 7th. Connor Higgs came up, slid feet first, made a nice catch, and now 2 gone in the top of the 7th. This will bring up Joshua Quinn, who is 1 for 3. He had a 2 RBI double in the second, but since then he struck out twice. First pitch to Quinn, and off speed will just miss in. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Garrett Oswald to Joshua Quinn. 1 ball, no strikes. Oswald comes set. Here's the 1-0 pitch. 1-0 fouled off and out of play. Over on the first base side, so count will even at 1 ball and 1 strike. From Garrett Oswald to Joshua Quinn. 1-1, lefty to righty with 2 gone here in the top of the 7th. Quinn, the right-hander, facing Garrett Oswald with 2 gone in the inning. Nobody on for the Spuds. 1-1 will just miss down low. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike from Garrett Oswald to Joshua Quinn. 2-1 with 2 outs. Spuds leading at 8-5 over North Platte. Here's the 2-1 pitch by Oswald. 2-1 will curve low. Count is now 3 balls and 1 strike. So 3-1 from Oswald to Quinn with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. 3-1 misses up. It's a 2-out walk to Joshua Quinn. So with 2 outs, this will bring up Matthew Mandeville. First walk of the appearance for Garrett Oswald. Mandeville is 2 for 3, 2 doubles and RBI, but he grounded out to short in his last appearance. The right-hander stands in with 2 gone and a 2-out base runner with Joshua Quinn after his 5-pitch walk. Oswald comes set, ready for the first pitch to Mandeville. Mandeville sends one into deep right center. That one is going to get down well behind Ruffin out in center. It's another RBI double, and it's now 9-5. Mandeville is now 3 for 4 with 3 doubles. It's now 9-5. Canyon County here in the top of the 7th.
Number 2, Zachary Schwartzberg.
Back to the top of the order with Zachary Schwartzberg, who singled and scored in his last appearance. Right-hander stands in with 2 gone, and Mandeville now standing at second. Spuds leading 9-5 here in the top of the 7th. Oswald comes set, ready for the first pitch here to Zachary Schwartzberg. First pitch, check swing, it'll miss up. 1 ball and no strikes, the count will start. One ball and no strikes. Oswald to Schwartzberg after Mandeville's RBI double to score Joshua Quinn. Oswald looks on, he now comes set, 1 ball and no strikes. Now he'll step off. Plainsmen had the lead cut to 1 at one point. They were down 6-5 after the 5th. But now 3 runs scored in the last 2 innings for Canyon County, and they are back up by 4. 1 ball and no strikes, the pitch. 1-0, that one is going to be struck into deep center, but Jalen Ruffin coming under it. He will make the catch, and that'll be it for the Spuds in the 7th. But they add on 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. The Spuds leave 1 on base. Led to the bottom of the 7th. It's stretch time here from Billwood Field. It'll be Stark, McMinn, and Proctor due up in the bottom of the 7th for North Platte. After 6.5, 9-5, Canyon County leads North Platte. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
This is Cannon Rath, stadium operations and in-game promotions intern for your North Platte Plainsmen.
Beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff, serving North Platte for 65 years. Hibner's Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
Why do they call it peg leg?
The brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator snatched his leg right off, but he killed that alligator, kept the barley. That's why the beer is so good.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Developing Memories is proud to be the official photographer of your Plainsmen. Developing Memories professional photo studio downtown North Platte has been capturing all your priceless memories from the little leagues to the majors, hitting grand slams with their professional quality and stealing your hearts as you see those priceless photos of your kids rolling over, then their toothless smiles, their dimples, their freckles, to showing off who they are in their senior photos. Developing Memories has been in the game for 20 years, and though getting your photos taken might not be
Here for the bottom of the 7th, Plainsmen trailing in this one 9-5 after the Spuds were able to add on in the top half of the inning off the RBI double by Matthew Mandeville. It'll be Oscar Stark to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. Plainsmen trail this one by 4 with 9 offensive outs left to work with. Stark is 0 for 2. He struck out in his last appearance back in the bottom of the 5th. The one time he's reached base, he walked back in the 4th. The right-hander out of Washington State leads things off for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the 7th, trailing by 4. As Castillo looks on, ready for his second full inning of work. He's pitched an inning and a third up to this point. First pitch to Stark is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Cade Castillo to Oscar Stark. Righty to kick off this bottom of the 7th, with the Plainsmen trailing in this one by 4. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch from Castillo swung on and missed. So it's no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 from Castillo to Stark to lead off this bottom of the 7th. Castillo comes set. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. 0-2 will ring up Stark. He is struck out looking to lead off this bottom of the 7th. So with 1 out, this will bring up Sage McMinn. McMinn is 1 for 2 in this one, a double bang in the 2nd, a strikeout in the 4th, and was hit by a pitch back in the 5th. The left-hander stands in with 1 gone and the base is empty for North Platte here in the bottom of the 7th. Castillo comes set, ready for the first pitch here to Sage McMinn. First pitch popped up left field side. The shortstop Schwartzberg will make the catch, and quickly 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th. With 2 outs, this will bring up Miles Proctor again, getting his second start in a Plainsman uniform this season after getting the start last night. And Proctor in this one is 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Proctor stands in after the first 2 batters are retired here in the bottom of the 7th. As Proctor stands in to face Cade Castillo, who has worked quickly against the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the 7th. 3 pitch out for a strikeout to Stark, and then a 1 pitch flyout to Sage McMinn. Castillo, first pitch to Proctor, is fouled off on the first base side. So no balls and 1 strike. The count will begin from Cade Castillo to Miles Proctor. Proctor, the 7-hitter who has moved to right field defensively. So no balls and 1 strike. Castillo looks on to Proctor. Here's the 0-1. 0-1 lined sharply but caught by the shortstop Schwartzberg, who makes a nice lunging catch. And the Plainsmen go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 7th. So 3 up, 3 down for the Plainsmen in the bottom of the 7th. We'll head to the top of the 8th. 2 up for the Spuds. It'll be Daniel Wicks, Bischoff, and Flynn. After 7 complete, 9-5, Canyon County leads the Plainsmen. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Want a career that drives you? When you drive for adventure, you'll find the freedom to live a life you love while seeing the country. Because with adventure, you control when and where you drive, whether it's near or far. Choose from a variety of travel opportunities with competitive pay and adventure to great places. Go to driveadventure.com and apply today. All drivers must be 25 years old with an active CDL.
How far will $1,000 a day take you? or $365,000 a year. Or $3,650,000 a decade. Or, who knows, it all adds up to a lifetime of fun. Play Lucky for Life and you could win $1,000 a day for the rest of your life, drawing 7 days a week.
Number 2 pencils, check. 24 markers, check. 2 pinky erasers, check. 3 ring notebook, check. You'll be shopping for a lot of things for school, but what's more important than your school photos? Pencils will break, markers will get lost, but your school photos will capture that moment forever. They won't just be on display this year at the house, but on your grandma's fridge, and even on display at your graduation how many years from now? When you're shopping for something this priceless, quality matters. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories Professional Photo
Field in North Platte, Nebraska for Game 2 of this 3-game series with the Canyon County Spuds and the North Platte Plainsmen. Plainsmen trailing this one 9-5 as we resume action here in the top of the 8th. Garrett Oswald ready for his third inning of work. He will face Lucas Danielwicks, who has been hot from the plate. He's 2 for 3. Knocked in 3 RBIs on a single, a double, and a sacrifice fly. He's also scored 2 runs for Canyon County here tonight. The right-hander leads things off for the Spuds here in the top of the 8th as Oswald kicks and deals. First pitch misses well up. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Garrett Oswald to Lucas Danielwicks. Well, not a whole lot going on in the Independence League. As we saw last night, only one other score to get you a look at as the 1-0 pitch from Oswald to Danielwicks is swung on and missed. Fastball gets him. But again, only one other game going on in the Independence League. For the second straight night, Spearfish and Casper are out at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Spearfish leads Casper 4-2 in the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 pitch from Oswald. 1-1 is fouled off. Count is now 1-2 for Canyon County. They're trying to keep their second half playoff hopes alive as well. And they need Spearfish to lose a couple as they are currently a game behind them for second place in the Great Plains. But Badlands, who is in first place, they cannot grab both first and second half playoff spots, so it has to go to someone else. With the 1-2 from Oswald. 1-2 lined sharply and gloved by McMinn at third. A savvy play defensively thrown to first. A great lunge by Angel De La Cruz. And the leadoff batter is gone here in the top of the 8th. Highlight reel kind of offensive play as Sage McMinn had to make a nice stop on that one. Throw off balance to De La Cruz, who makes a fantastic lunge. And 1 gone here in the top of the 8th. Let's bring up Owen Bischoff, who is 2 for 4, 2 singles and RBI, as well as 2 strikeouts. Right-hander stands in with 1 gone and the base is empty for Canyon County here in the top of the 8th. Oswald looks on, ready for the first pitch to Bischoff. First pitch on its way is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Garrett Oswald to Owen Bischoff. 0-1 with 1 gone. Nobody on for Canyon County in the top of the 8th with the Spuds leading 9-5 over North Platte. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Oswald. 0-1 grounded softly. Slow roller to second. It'll just get past the glove of Stark into center field. And now digging for second is Bischoff. He got too greedy. So it's a single for Bischoff, but he's called out on his way to second. So now 2 gone in the top of the 8th. Sends will step Peyton Flynn. Flynn, who is 0 for 3 or 0 for 2, 0 for 1. He came in pinch run in the 4th, and his only plate appearance he has struck out. His right-hander stands in with 2 gone in the top of the 8th after the single by Bischoff, but then again got too greedy going for second. He was tagged down on his way there. First pitch swing and a miss, no balls and 1 strike. The count will start. So no balls and 1 strike from Oswald to Flynn. Oswald kicks and deals the 0-1. 0-1, grounded to short. Loston is on it. Throwing to first is going to be in time. Another great lunge by Angel De La Cruz over at first. And that'll be it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Nobody left on base for the Spuds in the top of the 8th. Led to the bottom of the 8th. It's 8-9-1 due up for North Platte with Myers, Loston, and Wood. After 7.5, 9-5, Canyon County leads North Platte. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Number 2 pencils, check. 24 markers, check. 2 pink erasers, check. 3 ring notebook, check. You'll be shopping for a lot of things for school, but what's more important than your school photos? Pencils will break, markers will get lost, but your school photos will capture that moment forever. They won't just be on display this year at the house, but on your grandma's fridge, and even on display at your graduation how many years from now? When you're shopping for something this priceless, quality matters. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio, downtown North Platte. You'll experience professional quality with over 20 years of experience, professional developing, a fun, relaxed environment, and to top it all off, you get to choose your favorite photo and select from any of our 20 different school backgrounds. Photo packages that contain photos for your wall and also to share with grandparents, aunts, and uncles start at just $15. You can even toss in a magnet for grandma's fridge and a keychain for yourself. That's right, $15 and over 20 different school backgrounds for your school photos. So show off those missing teeth, those cheesy smiles, those dimples, and those freckles. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime, downtown North Platte.
Back here from Billwood Field, Plainsmen trailing in this one 9-5 as we resume action here in the bottom of the 8th. Well, the 8th was the rally inning for the Plainsmen yesterday. They were down 1-0 heading into the bottom of the 8th. Ended up scoring 2, but a taller hill to climb for the Plainsmen with only 6 offensive outs left to work with as Griffin Myers will lead things off here in the bottom of the 8th facing Cade Castillo, who is now pitched 2 1/3 in relief of Tristan Tatum. He is currently set up for the win if the Spuds hold on here. His first pitch skips low, 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start to Griffin Myers. Myers, who has walked twice tonight, struck out in his only other plate appearance. The left-hander leads things off for North Platte in the bottom of the 8th. 1-0, grounded sharply to second, but on it is Quinn. Throwing to first will be in time, and the leadoff batter is gone here in the bottom of the 8th. So with 1 gone, nobody on, this will bring up A.J. Lawston, who is 1 for 3. Singled and a run scored in the 5th. He lined out in the 2nd, reached on a fielder's choice in his last appearance in the bottom of the 6th. Lawston stands in with 1 gone and the base is empty for North Platte here in the bottom of the 8th. So Castillo looks on to A.J. Lawston. He now comes set, ready for the first pitch here to him. First pitch off speed, a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Castillo to Lawston. Here's the pitch. 0-1 is fouled back. It's now no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes from Castillo to Lawston with 1 gone, nobody on for the Plainsmen in the bottom of the 8th. Plainsmen again trailing by 4, 9-5. Cut the lead to 1 at one point. It was 6-5. Then 3 runs in the 6th and the 7th. Put the Spuds back up by 4. As the 0-2 will miss low and away. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. This game was 6-2 at one point. They closed the gap to 6-5, but again, 9-5 now the score here in the bottom of the 8th. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Lawston. 1-2 will just miss in. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes to A.J. Lawston. Two balls, 2 strikes. Castillo comes set. Here's the 2-2 to Lawston. 2-2, grounder to first. On it and stepping on the bag is Barricani. And 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. So now Plainsmen down to their last 4 outs of this one. Angel De La Cruz, who we saw take over defensively at first base. He now takes his first cuts of this one, taking the place of Cade Wood. Angel De La Cruz, the right-hander out of UT Rio Grande Valley, takes over here in the bottom of the 8th. As Cade Castillo trying to make it through now his 3 1/3 innings. He is, again, would be set up for the win if the Spuds won. First pitch will miss low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start to Angel De La Cruz. Right-hander from UT Rio Grande Valley, batting .351, 3 doubles, 2 home runs, and 17 RBIs for Angel De La Cruz. 1-0 is fouled back to the screen, so count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike from Cade Castillo to Angel De La Cruz. 1 ball, 1 strike, righty to righty, with 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th. Castillo looks on, 1 ball and 1 strike. Castillo comes set 1-1 to Angel De La Cruz. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-1, that one is lined opposite field into right. It is going to get past the diving glove of Daniel Wicks. De La Cruz rounding first, heading for second. Big man wants 3. He's on his way. He is going to be in there. It's a 2-out triple for Angel De La Cruz here in the bottom of the 8th. So with 2 outs and a runner at third, this will bring up Jalen Ruffin. Ruffin, the right-hander, in his appearances, he is 0 for 2 flyouts. He was hit by a pitch in his last appearance in the 6th. He'll try to cut this lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Plainsmen down by 4 after the triple by Angel De La Cruz into deep right field. So Cade Castillo looks on, ready for the first pitch here to Jalen Ruffin after the triple by De La Cruz, who now stands 90 feet away. Castillo comes set, ready for the first pitch to Ruffin. First pitch, a strike on the inner half of the plate, no balls and 1 strike. The count will start. It's the first hit given up by Castillo in his innings of work. He has given up a couple free bases with 2 walks and a hit batter, but that is the first base hit for North Platte against Castillo. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. 0-1, line sharply and fair down the first base line. De La Cruz will score from third. Jalen Ruffin wants 2, trying to use his speed. He is going to be in there. No signal yet from the field umpire, Brady Harrison. He never made a signal, but I would assume he's safe since he's standing out there. As De La Cruz scores, the lead is cut to 3 now here in the 8th. Off the RBI double by Jalen Ruffin. So in will step Connor Higgs, who is 2 for 4, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. The lefty stands in with Jalen Ruffin leading away from second. So some 2-out magic for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the 8th as the lead has now been cut to 3. Still some work to do. This is the right start. As Castillo looks on now to Connor Higgs, the left-hander. Jalen Ruffin leading away from second. First pitch to Higgs. That one is going to be grounded and through into right field for another base hit. Jalen Ruffin putting on the Jets. He will round third. The throw to the plate is not going to be in time. Connor Higgs now digging for second. He's in there. Lead is now cut to 2. Off the RBI double by Connor Higgs. So now 2 runs have scored here in the bottom of the 8th. The lead is now 9-7 here in the bottom of the 8th. This will now bring up Connor Flagg, and now we'll get a mound visit. This will be it for Cade Castillo. Meet the new pitcher when we come back. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have 1 leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, that seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Hi, this is Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase are ready to serve you today.
Hey, this is Christina Willard.
Bottom of the 8th as the day is done for Cade Castillo, who ends up going 3 innings, 2 runs for now. 3 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and 1 hit by pitch. Into the game will come the tall right-hander, Kyle Powers. Right-hander takes over for Cade Castillo here. As for Kyle Powers, he so far 8 appearances, 9 2/3. He's given up 6 runs on 10 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 8 walks for Kyle Powers so far this season. The right-hander stands in. He will face Connor Flagg here in the bottom of the 8th. With Connor Higgs leading away from second. Plainsmen have cut the lead to 2. Off of a RBI double by Jalen Ruffin and an RBI double by Connor Higgs. So Flagg will come in to try to cut the lead even more. As Kyle Powers finishes up with a couple of his warm-up pitches before coming in and facing a huge at-bat with Connor Flagg. So finishing up a couple of those, he is now ready to go. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, Connor Flagg stands in. So Kyle Powers will face Connor Flagg. Flagg stands in with 2 outs in the 8th, and Connor Higgs leading away from second. So Flagg will try to come in and turn the tide of this one. 2-run game. Coming set is Powers, ready for the first pitch to Connor Flagg with Higgs leading away from second. First pitch will skip low. 1 ball and no strikes, the count will start. So 1 ball, no strikes to start out Connor Flagg. One and 0 to Flagg. Coming set is Powers. Here's the 1-0 to Flagg. 1-0, that one will miss low. 2 balls and no strikes, now the count. So 2-0 to start out Kyle Powers to Connor Flagg. With Connor Higgs standing on second, and now the catcher Mandeville will come out to talk with his pitcher and Powers. Preston Davis, a usual pitcher for the Plainsmen, stands on deck. We'll see if he's going to be taking some cuts here in the bottom of the 8th. As 2 balls and no strikes, the count starts from Kyle Powers to Connor Flagg. An RBI double by Higgs, RBI double by Ruffin, and the lead has been cut to 2 here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 balls and no strikes, the count starts from Kyle Powers to Connor Flagg. Powers looks on, he now comes set. 2 balls and no strikes, the count to Connor Flagg. 2-0 the pitch. 2-0, that one misses low. It's now 3 balls and no strikes. Sun is now set here in North Platte. Dark skies and a much later night than we had last night between the Plainsmen and the Spuds. 3 balls and no strikes. Coming set is Powers. Here's the 3-0 to Flagg. 3-0 will miss low. It's a 4-pitch walk. Runners at first and second with 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th. So yeah, this is Preston Davis. Davis, the usual pitcher for North Platte, will stand in with 2 gone here in the inning. So Preston Davis, the left-hander from Arkansas Little Rock, stands in with 2 gone, and runners at first and second here in the bottom of the 8th. So Davis comes in with Higgs from second, Flag from first. After the 4-pitch walk to Connor Flag, Davis takes the place of Oscar Stork. First pitch on its way. That one will miss low to Davis. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin from Kyle Powers to Preston Davis. Pitching-wise for Davis, he has a 1-0 record in 8 games. He's pitched 7 1/3. 9 strikeouts and 13 walks for him on the season, but coming in a big spot here to hit in the bottom of the 8th. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch to Davis. 1-0. That one misses low and in. It's now 2 balls and no strikes from Kyle Powers to Preston Davis. Davis, the left-hander, with Flag leading away from first, Higgs from second. 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. 2 balls, no strikes. Powers comes set. Here's the 2-0 to Davis. 2-0, that one will find the zone. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 from Powers to Davis. Plainsmen down by 2 here in the bottom of the 8th. Higgs from second, Flag from first. Powers looks on, 2 balls and 1 strike. He comes set. Here's the 2-1 to Davis. 2-1, that one misses low and in. Count is now 3 balls and 1 strike. Sage McMinn stands on deck if they get to him here in the bottom of the 8th. So 3 balls and 1 strike to count from Kyle Powers to Preston Davis. They've had a couple arms warming up in the bullpen if they need to go there in the bottom of the 8th for Canyon County. Three balls and 1 strike. Powers comes set. 3-1 to Davis. Here's the 3-1 pitch. 3-1 will miss inside. 2 straight walks and the bases are going to be loaded for Sage McMinn. As now it looks like we will get a pitching change or at least a mound visit here to try to figure things out. So now the bases will be loaded with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. They'll come and talk to Powers. They'll take the ball. We'll meet the new pitch when we come back. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Hey, Joe Bob Sugarmaker.
Complications related to diabetes or an injury that requires surgery, we're here to help. Some of the services available by our providers include, but aren't limited to, the care and treatment of corns, calluses, and warts, custom-made orthodontics, diabetic foot care, arthritis, reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, foot and ankle trauma, fungal nails, ingrown toenails, heel and arc pain, pediatric foot care, sports injuries, and wound care. Visit us at 815 South Maple Street in North Platte. Phone number 308-532-3600. Again, 308-532-3600.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff, serving North Platte for 65 years. Hibner's Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
One thing's for certain. This year, you're going places, and Adventure Bus and Charter can take you in style. Choose from a variety of coaches for large groups, youth groups, church groups, any group. With several
Bottom of the 8th, Kyle Powers ends up not going even 1 out. No runs for now, but 2 runners on the base pass, no hits, no strikeouts, and 2 walks. He only faced 2 batters. Into the game will come Henry Clark, another tall right-hander out of the Canyon County bullpen. For Henry Clark, 1 start, 11 total appearances. He's pitched 21 1/3, 14 runs, 13 of them earned, 21 hits, 22 strikeouts, and 17 walks for Clark. He has an 0-2 record and a 5.48 ERA. The right-hander will face Sage McMinn with 2 gone and the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 8th. Plainsmen trailing 9-7. This game has been a crazy back-and-forth, high-scoring game. And now Sage McMinn will have an opportunity here in the bottom of the 8th with the bases loaded and 2 gone. Higgs stands at third. Flag at second, and Preston Davis is at first. Davis, who took the place of Oscar Stark. So here we go. Henry Clark comes in with the bases loaded. The runner at third and Higgs is the responsibility of Cade Castillo. The two runners on first and second are the responsibility of Kyle Powers. And Sage McMinn comes in with the bases loaded. Henry Clark looks on to Sage McMinn. He comes set ready for the first pitch to him. First pitch on its way. Will miss low. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Henry Clark to Sage McMinn. And Clark, the right-hander, coming in. The 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. Plainsmen down by 2. 1 ball and no strikes. Clark comes set. Here's the 1-0 to McMinn. 1-0, a strike. So that off-speed is in there. Count will even at 1 ball and 1 strike. From Kyle Powers to Sage McMinn. So 1-1, the count is even with 2 gone. Plainsmen down by 2. 1 ball, 1 strike. Clark looks on. He now comes set. 1-1 to Sage McMinn. 1-1 pitch on its way. 1-1 skips, and now Connor Higgs is going to advance home on the wild pitch. It gets into the dugout. Connor Flagg is on his way. I believe he will have to stay put at third as the ball ended up in the Plainsman dugout. So Flagg will have to stay put at third, but now the lead is 1. As Connor Higgs scores on the wild pitch, that run goes to the responsibility of Castillo, so he ends up 3 innings, 3 runs. And now runners at second and third with 2 outs for Sage McMinn. 2 balls and 1 strike the count from Henry Clark to McMinn. So Higgs scores on the wild pitch. Flagg and Davis both advance. 2 balls and 1 strike. The count from Powers to McMinn. 2 balls, 1 strike. 9-8, Canyon County leading it in the bottom of the 8th. Coming set is Powers. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch to McMinn. 2-1 fastball, misses up. Count is now 3 balls and 1 strike from Henry Clark to Sage McMinn. So 3 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Plainsmen down by 1. 2 runners in scoring position. 3-1. Clark comes set. 3-1 to McMinn. 3-1 fastball will miss up. So the bases will be loaded for Miles Proctor. So Miles Proctor, the 9th batter of the inning, comes to the plate with 2 gone. And the bases loaded. Plainsmen down by 1 in the bottom of the 8th. Henry Clark looks on to Miles Proctor with 2 gone. First pitch to Proctor. Fastball catches the inner bottom corner. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Henry Clark to Miles Proctor. No balls, 1 strike. Henry Clark shaking off a couple pitches. He now comes set with the one he wants. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. 0-1. That one will miss low and in. Count now even at 1 ball and 1 strike from Henry Clark to Miles Proctor. 9-8 Spuds leading it in the bottom of the 8th. The Plainsmen have the bases loaded. 1 ball, 1 strike. Clark kicks and deals the 1-1. 1-1 fastball strike as Proctor watches that one go. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Henry Clark to Miles Proctor. So 1-2 with 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. Clark looks on. Now comes set. Here's the 1-2 to Proctor. 1-2. That one is going to be grounded high up to the second baseman. Quinn throwing to first is going to be in time. And again, Proctor gets the final out after having the bases loaded. Plainsmen score 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and for the 3rd time tonight, the Plainsmen leave the bases loaded. We'll head to the top of the 9th. Due up, it'll be Burke, Barcani, and Garrett after a complete 9-8. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Hello, this is Gracie Winslow, the Marketing and Promotions Intern for the North Platte Plainsmen. You know us, we're Jimmy John's. Stop by your trusted sandwich shop in the North Platte area at 410 East Leota Street. We offer delivery, pickup, and in-store eating. Choose from our wide variety of sandwiches where you get to decide how the sandwich is made. Order a combo and get some chips and a thirst-quenching drink. Call us at 308-532-8000. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or stop by. Jimmy John's, where we get you your sandwiches freaky fast.
How far will $1,000 a day take you? Or $365,000 a year? Or $3,650,000 a decade? Or, who knows? It all adds up to a lifetime of fun. Play Lucky for Life, and you could win $1,000 a day for the rest of your life, drawing 7 days a week.
Joe Bob Sugarmaker here. KJ's Boots and Western Wear has everything Western. Boots, hats, shirts, jeans, jewelry, even that fancy Yellowstone cologne, so you can smell like a cowboy and not the horse you rode in on.
KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
Just off the I-80 interchange in Hershey.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleanings, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial.
We saw Preston Davis out doing some hitting. He's now back on the hill to try to keep this game separated by 1. Before headed into the bottom of the 9th. Preston Davis, the new pitcher, takes over for Garrett Oswald, who in his last appearance with the Plainsmen goes 3 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. So again, Preston Davis, the 6'3" right-hander from Texarkana, Texas, plays college ball with Arkansas Little Rock. He stands in. Davis, 8 appearances. He's pitched 7 1/3, 7 runs, 4 hits, 9 strikeouts, and 13 walks, a 1-0 record, and an 8.59 ERA. He stands in here in the top of the 9th, trying to keep this game where it is. As we have a couple defensive changes. Braden Hendricks, one of the newcomers, he stands out in left. Connor Higgs is now in center, and Jalen Ruffin is at second. As Preston Davis will face Chase Burke to lead off this top half of the 9th inning, with the Plainsmen down by 1. As Preston Davis kicks and deals the first pitch, Chase Burke going to miss low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Preston Davis to Chase Burke. For Preston Davis, he is the 5th pitcher now to be used by the Plainsmen here tonight as the 1-0 to Burke. 1-0 skied up. Very shallow right center. Jalen Ruffin, the now second baseman, will make the catch. And the leadoff batter is gone here in the top of the 9th. So with 1 gone, this will bring up Dawson Baracani. Baracani is 0 for 3. He struck out in his last appearance in the top of the 7th. The right-hander will stand in with 1 gone and the base is empty for Canyon County in the top of the 9th. So Baracani stands in to face Preston Davis after the fly out by Burke to lead off this top of the 9th. Plainsmen again just trying to keep this game where it is, separated 9-8 before heading into the bottom of the 9th where they will try to rally. First pitch to Baracani from Davis. Check swing. They'll be in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Preston Davis to Dawson Baracani. Baracani, the right-hander, standing in with 1 gone in the top of the 9th. The Spuds trying to find some insurance before heading into the bottom half of the inning. No balls and 1 strike. Davis looks on. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Baracani. 0-1 will just miss a little low and in. So kind of leaving out 1 ball and 1 strike from Preston Davis to Dawson Baracani. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the top of the 9th. With the Spuds up 9-8 over North Platte. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Davis. 1-1 fastball is a strike. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Dawson Baracani. So 1-2, righty to righty with one gone in the top of the ninth. Plainsmen down by 1. Davis looks on, gets his sign, kicks and deals the 1-2 pitch. 1-2 will miss high and in, so count will even out 2 balls and 2 strikes from Davis to Barricani. Two balls, 2 strikes, righty to righty with one gone in the top of the ninth. Plainsmen down by 1, 9-8. Here's the 2-2 pitch by Davis. 2-2 fastball, swung on and missed. So now 2 gone here in the top of the ninth. With 2 gone, this will bring up Gabe Garrett. Garrett, the right-hander, is 2 for 4, 2 singles. His last appearance, he flew out to left field. The right-hander stands in with 2 gone. The base is empty for Canyon County in the top of the ninth. Again, the Spuds up by 1. Davis looks on, ready for the first pitch here to Gabe Garrett. First pitch, fastball, strike. No balls and 1 strike, the count will start from Preston Davis to Gabe Garrett. So no balls and 1 strike. Davis looks on. He now kicks and deals the 0-1 pitch. 0-1 misses up. Count will now even out 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 from Davis to Garrett. 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis kicks and deals the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 misses low and away. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, Plainsmen just trying to get out of the inning here in the top of the ninth and give it to their offense to see if they can put something together in the bottom of the ninth. As the Plainsmen scored 3 in the bottom of the 8th to cut the lead to 1. They had the bases loaded with 2 gone, just could not find that hit to drive in the runs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Davis to Garrett, the 7-hitter. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2-1 popped up, foul and out of play on the first base side. So count will even out 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 from Davis to Garrett with 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Davis looks on. Here is the 2-2 pitch. 2-2, slow roller, foul on the third base line. So count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Preston Davis with 2 outs in the top of the ninth, just trying to get this final batter and give it to the offense. Two balls, 2 strikes. Davis to Garrett. Davis looks on. He now comes set. Gets his sign. Here's the 2-2 pitch. 2-2, swung on and missed. 2 straight strikeouts for Preston Davis. So now we'll head to the bottom of the ninth. Plainsmen will try to rally. They'll have 8, 9, and 1 due up with Myers, Lawston, and Angel De La Cruz. After 8.5, 9-8, Canyon County leads it. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
I'm Alex Chun, the live broadcast intern for the North Platte Plainsmen of summer 2022. Just wanted to let you know, stop by your local North Platte Premier Toyota dealer. Come and browse our new and used Toyota cars, SUVs, trucks, and much more for sale. We offer in-store shopping, curbside pickup, or delivery. You can even take our cars for a test drive to see if this is the car for you. We have a talented team of automotive specialists, so come stop by at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte, or call us at 308-532-8400. That's 308-532-8400.
Toyota, let's go places.
Here at Birdwood Beef, we are pleased to offer you the beef our family has raised and loved for years, and we are here to ensure you know exactly where your beef comes from. Our cattle are raised on vast grassland pastures in the Nebraska Sandhills and are finished on grain produced on our farm. As a result, we produce well-marbled, high-quality beef. Birdwood Beef has one primary source, Star Cattle Company. Our
Bill Woodfield Plainsmen trying to rally again, as they were able to score 3 in the bottom of the 8th to make it a 1-run game. They trail this one 9-8 as we start out the bottom of the 9th. As Griffin Myers, the left-hander, will lead things off facing Henry Clark. trying to get a save here tonight. Griffin Myers, the left-hander, standing at 6'4", will lead things off for North Platte here in the bottom of the ninth. Plainsmen trailing by a score of 9-8. Myers led off the bottom of the eighth in that 3-run inning where the Plainsmen ended up having the bases loaded but could not take advantage and tie or take the lead, as the first pitch is a strike from Henry Clark. No balls and 1 strike, the count will start from Henry Clark to Griffin Myers. No balls, 1 strike. Clark looks on. Here's the 0-1 to Myers. 0-1 off speed. That's a strike as well. It's now no balls and 2 strikes. It's Myers, Loston, and De La Cruz here in the bottom of the ninth. Due up. No balls, 2 strikes from Henry Clark to Griffin Myers, righty to lefty to lead off the ninth. 0-2, that one is going to be poked up in the infield. The catch will be made by the shortstop, Schwartzberg. And the first out is gone in the bottom of the ninth. So now in will step A.J. Loston. Loston grounded out to first in his last appearance in the 8th. Loston has singled and scored earlier in this game back in the 5th. Loston stands in with 1 gone, and the base is empty for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the ninth. Plainsmen down by 1. First pitch to Loston misses high and away. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Henry Clark to A.J. Loston. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Clark looks on, kicks and deals the 1-0. 1-0 will miss low. It's now 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 from Clark to Loston with 1 gone in the bottom of the ninth. Plainsmen trailing by 1. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. 2-0 off speed is in there for a strike, so count now moves 2 balls and 1 strike from Henry Clark to A.J. Loston. Two balls, 1 strike. Clark looks on. 2-1 to Loston. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2-1 will miss low and out. Count is now 3 balls and 1 strike from Henry Clark to A.J. Loston. And Plainsmen just need to find 1 here in the ninth to keep this game going. 3 balls, 1 strike from Henry Clark to A.J. Loston. Here's the 3-1 pitch. 3-1 skips low. It's a 1-out walk for Loston as the ball got away from the catcher Mandeville. But Loston will be on at first. So in will step Angel De La Cruz. De La Cruz, the right-hander, who pinch hit for Cade Wood in the 8th. They're taking over defensively at first base. He walked and scored in his first appearance in the bottom of the 8th. So Angel De La Cruz stands in with 1 gone, and now the tying run standing at first base. After the 5-pitch walk to A.J. Loston. Clark looks on, comes set, ready for the first pitch to Angel De La Cruz. First pitch, that one is swung on, cranked into right field. That one is going to go back, going back. That one is going to be down. A.J. Loston rounds third, he scores, and the Plainsmen have tied it up here in the bottom of the ninth. Off the RBI double by Angel De La Cruz. He comes through again for North Platte. Thought for a second that one might have had a chance to get out of here, but it's a RBI double for Angel De La Cruz. In steps Jalen Ruffin. Game now tied at 9 here in the bottom of the ninth. Ruffin had an RBI double in his last appearance. He faces Henry Clark with 1 gone and De La Cruz at second. Clark comes set, ready for the first pitch to Ruffin. First pitch, fastball up. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Henry Clark to Jalen Ruffin. 1 ball, no strikes. Coming set is Clark, with De La Cruz leading away from second. 1-0 fastball up again. It's now 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls and no strikes is in a tie game now here in the bottom of the ninth. 2-0 from Clark to Ruffin. 2 balls, no strikes. Clark comes set. 2-0 to Ruff. 2-0, that one is going to be popped up center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Angel De La Cruz is going to try to score. Throw to the plate is not going to be in time. Plainsmen walk it off in the bottom of the ninth. Jalen Ruffin comes through with the RBI single to score De La Cruz. The Plainsmen have done it again. Another come from behind victory for the Plainsmen as Jalen Ruffin comes through in the bottom of the ninth. Plainsmen find a way again. This team has no quit. Never will they say they are done in a game, as they win this one by a final score of 10-9. Another walk-off victory for North Platte. Jalen Ruffin, the hero. Angel De La Cruz with the big RBI double to tie things up. Plainsmen, what a win here tonight. Our Nebraska Land Bank postgame show is coming up next, featuring my conversation with head coach J.M. Kelly. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Hello, this is Gracie Winslow, the marketing and promotions.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, that seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Hi, this is Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Plines, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Plines, and Premier Rental Purchase are ready to serve you today.
Hey, this is Christina Willard, Director of Sales of Marketing for the North Platte Plainsmen. Pizza, like baseball, is America's pastime, and what better place to get pizza than your local Domino's. Happening now, you can get 20% off on regular orders. There is a coupon available online, and you can also come in or call, and we will apply this killer deal to your purchase. This deal is available for carry-out or delivery. Visit us at 1815 West A Street in North Platte, order online at Domino's.com, or call us at 308-534-0400.
Our Nebraska Land Bank postgame show. I'm joined with head coach J.M. Kelly. And, Coach, you guys are down by 4 runs 2 times in that game. Just no quit in your team. What can you say about this come-from-behind walk-off victory here tonight?
I don't really know what to say. A great job by our guys. That's a total team effort. There are a couple guys in there that I took out of the game. I just felt like they weren't playing hard. And, I don't know that it's them not playing hard because they don't want to be here. I think they're just mentally exhausted. I think all of us are at this point. So we just got to continue to fight through. We got one more day of this, but things like this are what make it fun and what keep you wanting to keep going. It's like, guys like, do we pinch run for Angel in that situation? No, I think Angel is probably one of our best base runners. It's a different guy every night, and sorry to keep rambling on about it, but it's a different guy every night, and that's what makes it fun, because this isn't just a team this isn't a team that's just put together around 3 or 4 guys. This is a team that's put together around a team, and that's what makes it really fun to be here and be around these guys, because there's no quit in them, and they're going to compete until you tell them they can't compete anymore.
Wanted to talk about that 8th and 9th inning. In the 8th, all your damage is done with 2 outs. After getting the first 2 batters out, you guys end up scoring 3 in that inning. And then after getting the first guy out in the 9th, you guys find a way. Angel comes through, and then Jalen there at the end. Just what can you say about, like you mentioned, your fight in your team, but how even with a couple outs in the inning, they're able to come through with big hits like that?
Well, the biggest thing I learned, or one of the biggest things I've learned mentally in hitting and pitching, really in the game of baseball overall, is that you only have to get 3 outs in an inning. And I know everybody's listening to this going, yeah, really? 3 outs? I didn't know that. But that's 33% of the time. And, you get 2 outs in an inning. That's still only 66, if you round it up, 67%. All right, that's still not passing, in our society of, you got to make a 70 to pass. So you still have 33% left of that inning. That's a lot. And I'll take my chances with 33% of that left. So, it's just understanding that when you get down to 2 outs, the inning's not over yet. Just because you get 2 outs quick doesn't mean that you're going to get the 3rd one right away. You've got to make every single one of those outs as difficult as possible, and our guys did a really good job of that tonight.
What did you see pitching-wise? You had a couple guys that maybe didn't have some of their best stuff tonight, but you had Oswald come in. He threw 3 really good innings for you. Preston Davis, you think about if he doesn't shut out the top of the ninth like he did, maybe things end up differently. So just what can you say about your pitching staff here tonight?
Just a great job of keeping us in the game. We knew coming into this game it was going to be tough. Tomorrow's going to be the same way. We knew coming into this that today was going to be tough. But that goes back to yesterday. Butterfield gives us a great start, and Shepard comes in and does what he does. So it lined us up for today to be able to bring those guys out of the pen. And then tomorrow, I say that it's going to be the same. It's really not, because we've still got our every guy out of our pen is good in their own way, but we've got 2 guys that have been consistent for us all year long coming out of the pen tomorrow. So, I still feel really good about that. And these guys today, that can't be overlooked. Brock coming in doing what he does. Zach Reed, and he's fine, by the way, just kind of an oblique strain, but he'll be just fine. We'll give him a couple of days, but everybody that came in, Garrett Oswald, this is his last night with us until we'll have him for one night in Laramie on that trip, but just a really good job all the way around by these guys to compete and keep us in the game.
3 straight really kind of not stressful, but really close, kind of come from behind wins with that thriller with Nebraska prospects, the walk-off hit by pitch last night. You guys scored 2 in the 8th, and then here another come from behind win. So what are the emotions like after this, and what do you want to see from your guys tomorrow now?
We've got to still stick with it. Every one of these games is crucial at this point, and we've got to find a way to win every single one of these games we play. I started out on this stretch. We needed to go like 15-5, and now at this point we're looking at I feel like if we go 6-3, we're going to be in really good shape after tonight. So, excuse me. It gives us an opportunity, gives us a little breathing room. Obviously, we still need some other things to happen in the league, but if we can continue to take care of our business, continue to win series, then I really like our odds and our chances when we get to the end of the season.
Well, appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks,
This has been Head Coach J.M. Kelly on the Nebraska Land Bank postgame show. We'll step aside one final time, get you a final look at this one. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
At Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists, we strive to make sure each and every one of our patients receives the highest level of care with individualized treatment plans. Our extensively trained doctors will listen to you and make recommendations based on your individual wants and needs. Whether it's something as seemingly simple as a swollen foot or ankle, complications related to diabetes, or an injury that requires surgery, we're here to help. Some of the services available by our providers include, but aren't limited to, the care and treatment of corns, calluses, and warts, custom-made orthodontics, diabetic foot care, arthritis, reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, foot and ankle trauma, fungal nails, ingrown toenails, heel and arch pain, pediatric foot care, sports injuries, and wound care. Visit us at 815 South Maple Street in North Platte. Phone number 308-532-3600. Again, 308-532-3600.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices.
John Willis with you one final time here from Billwood Field as the Plainsmen again walk it off tonight against the Canyon County Spuds. Let's go over the final numbers in this one. For Canyon County, 9 runs, 13 hits, 1 error, and 7 left on base. For the Plainsmen, 10 runs on 11 hits, 3 errors. They end up leaving 11 on base. Preston Davis gets his second win of the season, and Henry Clark takes the loss. 6:40 game started, 10:04 it ended. Total game time of 3 hours and 24 minutes. Tristan Tatum got the start, went 4 2/3, 5 runs, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 1 hit batter. Kay Castillo went 3 innings, 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and 1 hit batter. Kyle Powers did not finish a third. He had 2 walks, and then Henry Clark, who takes the loss, ends up going 2/3, 2 runs, 2 hits, no strikeouts, and 2 walks. Pitching-wise for the Plainsmen, Blake Priest got the start, went 2 innings, 4 runs, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, and a walk. Brock Hendricks, he goes 2 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, a strikeout, and a walk, and no walks. Zach Reed goes an inning, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 strikeout, and no walks. Garrett Oswald, 3 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. And then Preston Davis comes to shut the door, and he gets the win here tonight. He goes an inning, no runs, no hits, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. For the Plainsmen, just answering, they were down 6-2 at one point. They were down 9-5 heading into the bottom of the 8th. They score 3 in the 8th off the RBI double by Jalen Ruffin, RBI double by Connor Higgs, and a wild pitch. And then in the 9th, big RBI double by Angel De La Cruz, and then Jalen Ruffin comes through with the RBI single to score De La Cruz and give the Plainsmen the victory here tonight. 28-15 the record now is. They're 11-5 in the second half, now only a game back from the Fremont Moo. Speaking of the Independence League, let's take a look around the Independence League scoreboard. Again, only one score to recap for you tonight. Casper leads Spearfish 5-4 in the bottom of the 8th out at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Well, that'll wrap up our coverage here from night 2 in this 3-game series with the Canyon County Spuds. Plainsmen, they win this one 10-9. Record is now 28-15. Game 3 of the series tomorrow night at 6:35. Pre-game show beginning at 6:20. I've been John Willis, and you've been listening to and watching North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
You've been listening to North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network. Visit northplatteplainsmen.com for information regarding tickets, promotions, merchandise, and much more.